where stars whisper secrets untold. A rift tears through the astral veil, and sanity reigns, its grip unfolds. Cultists chanting shadowed halls, their voices a hymn to chaos unbound. They conjure up forbidden falls, to summon the fallen, lost and unfound. Unfound. Oh, astral winds carry up free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. Across fractured planes, reality trembles, mountains weep, rivers twist in desperate prayer. The sun blinks, uncertain of its emblem, as eldritch horrors crawl from the lair. Their forms twisted and malefic, born of nightmares and forgotten dread. They drift through astral currents, a beacon for those who seek madness instead. Oh, astral winds carry up free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. Every bone. In forgotten temples and cursed groves, heroes gather, there is all unyielding, to chase the ripples of reality's coves and confront the abyss, both fearsome and appealing. Oh, astral winds carry up free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. As the final verse echoes the starlit skies and death trembles on the lips of all, the abyssal maw opens, galaxies within, ready to consume all those who stall. Yet whispers of valor and unity persist in the eminent astral reckoning. Perhaps hope shall win.
All right, hello and welcome in, everybody, to session number 22. I say everybody, but I only have 2 of my 5 players here, so we'll see how that goes. But welcome on in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Hello, Moon. How are you? Welcome on in. We're gonna just dive straight into this because we got a lot of things to get to, and I'm missing one of my players in 2 weeks, so I'm dead set on getting the next 6 hours out of him. I'm gonna milk all 6 hours out of him, whether he likes it or not. That sounded creepy and kind of gross. All right, here we go. All right. Hello, hello.
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 All right, so we're gonna dive straight into this recap here. So session 21's recap. We began on Winnell the 20th, 4253 PFH at 3:30 in the afternoon. So suddenly, Dench decided that it was time. Time to set off the big one. He pulled the pin on the makeshift monster suppository and made every attempt to shove it up the ass of the boulette. Unfortunately, that is exactly what happened. Unfortunately, the beast clenched down hard and Dench had no choice but to let it go. The grenade detonated with spectacular effect, immediately dropping Amelia and Canis, peppering the rest of the party, and, in an odd twist of fate, blowing the back half of the boulette to Kingdom Come. The group then gathered themselves, healed their wounds as best as they could, cut the head off the beast, and made for the surface. They met with Blue Nori again, went back to her estate, and were paid very handsomely. Every coin, in fact, that they were promised, plus her necklace, and a diamond. The group then casually told her that the source of the boulette problem may actually be coming from Brackenwood, and someone in Brackenford might know about it. Blue Nori seemed awfully interested and eager to hear if this had any weight. Afterwards, the group went to the inn to eat and clean up. They talked for a long while and eventually went to purchase some ammunition and get their armor repaired. Amelia and Lyra help their new friend, Gonrak the metalsmith, who happened to know Lyra's father and grandfather quite well. In the morning, the group gathered their gear and left the confines of Kogbach. They traveled for 4 days, hunting and chatting along the way, before finally, on the eve of the final day, they arrived in the city of Brackenford. XP recap. RP. Great RP last week. We had 150 experience in RP, 100 in skill checks, and the combat encounter was worth, believe it or not, 360 XP each.
Damn.
Yeah, so 610 XP for everyone, which does definitely level everybody. Just for clarification's sake, that puts everyone at 3160 and Kane is at 3020.
Level 4.
Yep. Of course. All right. So why don't we go ahead and have everybody, because we are going to be cooking into a long rest, but just for the sake of it, why doesn't everyone go ahead and roll their hit die for me, please? This will be for your hit points. Oh, shit. Nice.
Not bad.
Ignore that d6. I don't know why that rolled.
And that's with your con modifier, Dench?
1d10 plus 2, yeah.
Okay.
There's mine.
Beautiful. Pain gets a 2.
Come on.
That's why everybody gets the choice at the beginning. You roll it or you take average.
It's 2 plus your con.
That's 5. It's not bad. It's actually kind of funny. He's gone since he started 11-5, 11-5.
Oh.
He didn't have a choice at first level, but hey, at least he got max then. Alright, and Kane is?
I rolled a 4, but it didn't show up on roll 20. I'm trying to figure out why.
Yeah, that's weird.
Saw
You're
it
the only
on
one.
D&D.
You have to do the actual short rest hit die for it to come across, Lucy. The same thing happened to me.
I was having trouble with D&D Beyond, so I did it through Roll20 instead. What I'm seeing roll in D&D Beyond is not what shows up in Roll20, so I don't know.
It's not what is rolling up here?
What, like, if I roll a D20 and it rolls a 5, it'll show like 12 on Roll20 or something like that.
Are you
strange.
looking at the what the actual numbers coming out to be, or are you relying on what the dice shows? Because the dice animations can be a little janky.
Let me go back to my test initiative. My test initiative was...
Because I see a
Shoot, I missed
17.
it.
I see
Okay.
a 17 and a 12.
Yeah, so my initiative roll was a 12, and then I look at Roll20 and it shows a 2. So I don't know what is going on between the two, but I don't care which roll you pick.
Yeah, that's really weird because I'm not seeing a 2 at all. Period. I'm actually seeing a 12.
It's
Yeah, for your initiative roll.
Okay, let me do one more initiative roll if that's all right.
Yeah,
just
no,
to-
please. I'm curious to see what it shows.
Yeah,
Okay, so I
can-
see a nat 1 there, and then yeah, I do see a 10 in roll 20.
Yeah, and I had that happen too with mine. My
Ye-
Roll20 showed an 8, and then there's a 4 in D&D Beyond.
So if
Yeah,
I were
did
you,
the same for my survival. I rolled a 7. I got a 17 in D&D, roll 20 here. So yeah, sounds
okay,
weird.
maybe go and check because all of the DM dice are coming up correct. I did about 30 rolls earlier, and well, just for random things that I needed, and none of them were out of place. So just make sure that you guys check and make sure that your extension is up to date.
Checking.
Okay. All right. So I am seeing. Let's see. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of rolls. Just ease up on rolls for 1 second because I'm trying to figure out who's got their dice where.
Okay, I literally turned it off and back on, and I'll see if that works when you're ready for another test roll.
I did the same thing.
Sorry, give me a second. There's so many goddamn rolls in here, I can't find what I'm actually looking for now. What, Lucy, what was yours? Because I'm seeing I'm seeing multiple D8 rolls in here.
I only rolled 1 and it was a 4.
I'm seeing you rolled a 4 and then immediately rolled a 6 afterwards. That was at 726 and 727 respectively.
Oh yeah, there is 3.
I can literally see the entire. I can see everybody's rolls. There's actually there's 3 of them. So we're gonna.
It
I
was
mean,
a
we're
4 first. So
yeah. And obviously, it's not that I'm accusing anybody of cheating, but if I see multiple rolls for the same thing, I'm just trying to make sure that it's not gonna come across as, oh, I got something higher than what it was. So we'll take the 4. Okay. All right, you guys can go ahead and test roll now. That was all I needed.
someone else's dice just rolled on my screen.
Yeah, that's been happening. We can see everyone else's.
So on the bottom left, there is that little D&D Beyond Dice thing. There's an option where you can see everybody's dice or turn them off in the settings. I just saw that today. Test roll.
Yeah, the test rolls are all still wrong.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
I got a net 20 and roll 20, but on here it's showing.
All right, well, hang on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, because instead of just trying to troubleshoot it ourselves, let me just search it.
Someone has a pair of really nice, like, nebula dice or something.
I think that's Cat.
I would tell you more, but you don't care about the star shit.
Canis doesn't. I do. Literally before this, I was watching stuff about black holes.
Okay, it has nothing to do with D&D Beyond. It is all on the guy who programmed Beyond 20. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna, on my end, I mean, it doesn't matter if we look at stuff, if it pops up. But what we're gonna do for this session completely is I'm gonna keep a tab open with the game log. Do not, please, do not get funny and just roll dice because you're feeling like you want to see digital dice on the screen. No dice rolls unless they're called for or if they're in combat or whatever. And then I'll just read them straight off the game log. Nobody pay attention to what pops up in Roll20.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's a huge pain in the ass. But you know what? Remember, over the last couple of weeks, D&D Beyond was doing all of their updates, and I'm guessing this guy just hasn't gotten around to doing the synchronization between the two programs. That's all right, though. At least we know we can find it somewhere. Okay, so, go ahead.
Sorry, would you like us to disable the extension then for now?
No, I just said I don't care. It doesn't matter. Just, I mean, we're not going to read. I just will read absolutely no rolls in Roll20. I've got my DM log open in D&D Beyond, and I'll just read everything straight from there. I mean, if you want to, you could disable. It doesn't matter to me, but no, it doesn't one way or another. Okay, so really quickly, just let me get my notes open. so I can tell you exactly when we're starting this session. So this session is going to kick off on Winnell the 24th, 4253 PFH at 9:30 p.m. and we are session 22. So you guys have just gotten into the city. I can actually call this place a city. I actually forgot it is technically the smallest of the cities, but it is a city. You get into the city. It's about 9:30 p.m. It's dark. It's a little bit of cloud cover. You can hear the wind kind of howling through the massive sequoias and pines that reach up hundreds and hundreds of feet to the southwest of town, into the straight west of town. And you can feel that chill starting to kind of pick up in the season. As you guys enter, there are some guardsmen walking around here and there are boards kind of posted up throughout town, kind of showing what is where in town, which is why you guys get this lovely thing. So you head to the Red Pine Inn, and as you get to the Red Pine Inn, all right, as you get to the Red Pine Inn, and realizing, looking at the boards in town, there is only one actual inn. There is another tavern, but knowing that you guys have just traveled all day and making the best use of your time, you have collectively decided, according to what I'm hearing, come here. So here you are. The windows are kind of cracked. And from inside you can smell, this whole place has a very, it smells like a farm field right after it finished raining. Like that scent of soil that kind of kicks up into the air. It's like, it's pleasing. Even though there's a little bit of a chill in the air, it's kind of got like that, oh man, this is the good stuff right here. It's like that midsummer kind of scent. Along with that, you can smell what is probably bread in some sort of pottage or stew. And you can hear voices from the inside. They aren't particularly loud or boisterous or partying or anything like that, but there's definitely, you can tell that there are people inside. So, I will...
Are there any, like, hitching posts outside at all, or is it...
there are no hitching posts, nope.
I suppose one of y'all be willing to hang out with Pearl. I mean, I can do it also.
I can stay. Canis, you wanna help keep watch?
Sure, I don't even know if I'll be allowed in.
Just to make sure we start things off in the right foot. Paw?
Paul.
Paw.
All right. In we go, I guess.
Okay, so you guys open the door. As you step inside, you can see that there's a couple of folks walking around serving the tables that actually have people there. There is what appears to be maybe a troubadour or bard of some sort, and he's kind of strumming away on his mandolin and humming. He's got a couple of other instruments kind of lying about. This gal behind the bar turns as the door opens and looks over to you guys. So she's pretty small. She's about 4'3", and given her build, she has a pretty clear dwarven lineage somewhere along the line. However, she's looking a little bit different than normal. She's got her flesh is kind of pale. And it looks almost like fresh-tilled soil. She has completely black obsidian eyes and long strands of hair that almost look like moss growing out of her skull. She wears a very simple, dirty brown dress with a white apron, and she's got a decently pleasant smile on her face. I'll go ahead and show you guys here real quick. Forewarning.
Lovely.
The warning was not enough.
Well, tough shit. That's all you get from me. So she kind of glances over at you. Her eyes, she blinks as she looks over at you, and you see kind of, you see like little bits of dust kind of like drip down from her eyelids and onto her chest. And as it hits, it kind of just continues to dirty the apron. But she smiles and looks at the lot of you. Well, welcome to the Red Pine Inn. You're looking for something to eat, or you're looking to have a stay for the night?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we're looking to stay the evening if you have any rooms available.
Don't get a whole lot of visitors from the outside, so we typically keep the rooms wide open. I got 4. They're singles, so you could take your pick between the three of you.
Oh, well, actually, we have 2 more outside waiting on us with a cart and a pony. I'm sorry, a mule.
Oh, well, that's lovely. Unfortunately, we've only got the 4, so you're either gonna have to double up, or somebody's gonna have to sleep outside with the mule.
Oh, we actually, I'm sorry, not to speak for everybody else, but we kind of assumed we would be, doubling up a little bit. Do you have stables available?
No stables here, but I've a hitching post out back if you're interested. I could make sure your mule's taken care of. We'll put one of the boys out there and keep an eye on her overnight.
Oh, that sounds fine. How much do you charge an evening, and does it come with a meal in the morning or in the evening?
Well, we've the rooms are 8 silver apiece. For the evening. That's 1 bed per room, and that'll include breakfast and a hot water tub to wash yourselves up. If you're interested, if you want to take all 4 for the 5 of yous, then it'll be 3 gold, 2 silver. And if you're interested in hitching the mule out back, it'll be 5 silver just to tend to her and make sure no one gets at her.
All right. I'm sorry. So you said 4 silver per room, was it, and then 5 silver for pearl?
That's absolutely incorrect. 8 silver per room.
8 silver. I'm sorry.
It'll be 3 gold, 2 silver for the 4 rooms if you're going to take all 4, as well as 5 silver on top for the mule to be hitched out back and have one of the boys keep an eye on her.
Yeah, I apologize. It's been a long road, so
Well,
my brain's a little bit.
She kind of
sloshy.
smiles up at you, and she says, well, don't worry yourself, sweetheart. Why don't you go back into the corner, find yourself a boots, you sit down, I'll have somebody bring some food over, you and your friends think it over. There's no rush here. I'm Hilda Deepsoiled, by the way. Should you need anything, you let one of my barmaids know, or you come straight to me and let me know what you're looking for.
All right, that sounds lovely. Yeah, we'll discuss with our group, and then we'll probably come back post haste. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sweets. She just nonchalantly turns back to, she picks a couple of mugs up and she holds them in one hand, and she holds a very dirty, completely soiled cloth in the other hand, and she tries her best to clean out the mugs.
What a difficult life. Lyra will move to take her advice and move back to one of the booths here.
Oh, actually, I do have one more question, Hilda. Do you allow pets inside the rooms?
How big's the pet?
Jackal sized.
Sweetheart, that was a very specific answer. Yeah, I think we could probably manage that. I was just making sure you weren't trying to squeeze the mule into a single.
Oh, no, nothing as crazy as that.
Yeah, the jackal can stay. There's nothing there's nothing he can dirty that I haven't already done myself.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Actually, Dench will go out and kind of poke his head out at the rest of the group, and kind of relay what he just heard. Jackals are good to spend the night indoors if you want to, Canis.
Perfect.
All right. I'm gonna sit down at a booth over here if you guys want to join us. Maybe we'll break. Maybe actually, I'll deal with Pearl. You guys want to head inside and get yourselves situated. I'll
Dad, no, you were leading all day. I can keep an eye on Pearl until we get things situated.
All right, if you don't mind. Okay.
And Amelia
I will
seems
be going
more
in
at
for food.
ease here than she has in a few days.
Right. Outdoors and all. Yeah, I got you. Okay. Where'd they go? Oh, they're there. All right. Does Hilda like? So, is Hilda of a species that like is that I've seen before? Or
Oh
is
yeah,
she very
100%.
different?
Yeah, no, she's Earth Genasi, 100%. She's just
Alright.
she's dwarven presenting in her lineage, and then she is 100% Earth Genasi.
Okay.
She's so cool.
As you guys kind of sit and take a seat, she does eventually kind of scoot past a lot of these people, and she kind of approaches the table. She's got a like kind of like a rounded flat top serving tray, and she's got a couple of cups on it. She sets the cups down. She 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought you said there was 5. Are you pulling my leg, mister, or are you talking about the mule
no.
this whole time?
No, ma'am. We have a fifth party member outside. Seeing to Pearl. She prefers to be outside as much as possible to see the stars and such. You see.
Oh, all right. Well, no, that's all right. To each their own. You start yourselves with some waters. I've cleaned the mugs as best as I could. Is there something else I can get for you, or any questions I can answer for you?
Oh well, I mean, I could probably go for a bite and definitely a water. I believe, yeah, we will probably be in for 2 rooms tonight, and then a hitching for my girl Pearl.
2 rooms. All right. Now, just to be totally clear, you understand it's a single. It's got 1 bed in the room.
Oh, I'm sorry, I did miss that part.
Yeah, we should do all 4 because Canis and I can share a room.
I mean, it's fine. If you'd like to double up, you just sleep on the floor. To each their own. I just wanted to make sure you understood. I have 4 single beds.
I'm sorry, I did misunderstand that. Yeah, I guess then we'll take the 4 rooms then. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you're interested, why don't we do this? How about you just pay me now for it? Go ahead and give you your keys, and I'll bring you a meal. I'll bring you a hot meal. Should I bring the 5th, or should I just let the Stargazer consume motes of light energy from the great abyss outside?
She wanders in once she's hungry. We can probably have it.
Okay. Well,
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised she doesn't sustain herself off of motes of life from the abyss.
does she not?
Not yet, at
Not that I
least.
know of, at least not yet. You know.
I'm curious. Is she in Astral Genasi?
Is that a thing?
No, but that'd
Oh.
be really cool.
Yes, it is a thing. She kind of looks down, and you guys notice now that there is no flooring in this place. It's just really well, like, stamped down dirt, and she is footless. And her feet kind of stick to the ground. Like, when she walks, she kind of glides through the ground. I don't eat much myself these days. The earth gives me most of my nutrients. I like bread now and then, of course, but I just figured an Astral Genasi. I thought maybe you were serious about this person in the stars.
It's because of her. It's more to do with her beliefs than her race.
Religious art. We'll just go ahead and leave that for another day then. I'll bring you your stew. That'll be 3 gold, 2 silver, 3 gold, 7 silver.
Okay.
And I'll be right back. Excuse me.
Does anyone else really like her? I really like her. And she's gonna start digging through the coin purse of the pocket. Go ahead, sorry.
Fane would have a confused and amazed and kind of speechless, just taking everything in. Like, she is so weird and neat. And what is going on? And what are you guys talking about?
I don't know what it is about innkeepers, but they are definitely the most interesting people you will ever meet.
I think you probably have to have that type of personality to be a good innkeeper. Should we just give her a full gold? 4 full gold? 4?
Four full. Wow. Okay,
You
that is tough
guys
to
are
say.
full of it tonight. Yeah, just tip the lady.
Give her,
Be
give her
done
four.
with
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Oh, how hard could that be to say? Come on. Oh, real hard apparently.
All right. You've got your pottage here. She kind of slides these bowls, these like clay bowls that have like a leaf with what appears to be like a soil, like a clay soil seal on the outside. You guys would recognize these as pottage pots. They're fresh, so they're very hot. Just be careful. 2 spoon clicks to the side will break the seal for yous. And you're having yours, my sweet? She kind of looks at Kana's.
Yes, please.
I don't mean any offense. It's rare we see any sort of talking animal type here, but I'm not one to judge. Do you need help, or can you hold a spoon yourself?
I think you can leave the spoon.
Ah,
If not, and he'll point to like Lyra with his nose, will at least open it for me.
all right, all right.
And here you go. And she'll slide 4 gold across the table.
Oh, isn't that lovely? All right, give me just a few moments. I've got to go to the safe and
No
break
change.
the...
No change. Please keep it.
She kind of, you see her eyes go wide and her brow furrows. I know how much I'm worth. What's the extra for? What are you trying to grease my palms?
No, not really grease your palms, but we wanted to make sure that we tipped you, and we don't know how long exactly we'll be here, and you've already made it feel very comfy.
She kind of like glances around again at the 4 of you, looks around the room.
They like giving away extra gold.
Yeah, you're the adventuring type, aren't you? The lot
We
of
are
yous.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not from around here, I can tell.
Nope.
All right. Well, she kind of looks at the extra gold, puts it in her pocket. Thank you. It ain't gonna buy you anything extra, but, here are your keys. She sets 4 keys down. Each one of them look almost identical, except for, like, something about the tooth structure is just a little bit off. And each one of them looks to be made of, like, an obsidian and steel inlay, making them very strong. You let me know if you need anything else. Oh, she puts a 5th pottage on the table for your religious friend. I'll have one of the boys, whenever you're ready, take your mule around back and keep an eye on her tonight. You just let me know when you're ready.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
She takes a few steps, and then she stops. And then she kind of just, like, shimmies backwards all the way to the window, and she kind of leans against, like, the edge of the booth, and she looks across at Payne. It's gonna eat at me all night if I don't actually say something about it. It's very strange to see our type so far from either the sky or underground. Not many dwarves come to Brackenford on account of all the trees and weird beasts here. But you're the second one I've seen in a couple of weeks. Wherein... She points at your armor. Armor made in the tradition of the old ways. Similar stature, black beard. Any chance you've a relation? Something I should know about?
Nothing that you need to be concerned about, but I didn't realize that, did you say a few weeks?
He was here sometime in the last couple of weeks. Yeah, a fellow called himself Dalinar. Very friendly. Manners from a place I'd never been before. Different type of dwarf.
I will say that, yes, we probably are a different type of dwarf, and I know him well. That's interesting. I didn't quite think he was going to make it this far.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, he only stayed for a night before he left. Shared a couple of ales as he was here by himself, and I felt bad for the poor sod. Plus, he was mighty handsome. He told me he'd received a message from the Great Dwarf Father about rebuilding some sort of forge, and something about heading north after Brackenford. So maybe you'll bump into him at some point. Hopefully so. Hopefully so. Awfully nice fella. He tipped too.
I appreciate that. I wasn't expecting to hear of him here. Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
My name is Payne Stoneback.
Stoneback. Interesting. And you're both of the same clan.
Yeah, we had initially had plans to head in different directions. It seems I'm catching up to him.
Well, my apologies for the intrusion. It's just strange to see two very standout dwarves in my sweet little slice of Trinity within a couple of weeks. So if I didn't say something, I'd have been kicking myself in the arse all night.
No intrusion at all. I actually appreciate the news of my friend. Thank you.
She kind of puts her hand up on the table and she kind of drags it along the edge as she's walking away and then taps it near Kana's, and you guys see there's kind of like a streak of mud that quickly dries under her fingers. She stops and, all right, well, if you need anything, Mr. Stoneback, you let me know.
Lyra will
While
have
she
been
does that-
slowly leaning in throughout that whole conversation. Bane, I have questions. Go ahead, Keenan.
Yeah, so as she like dragged her finger across like the mud trail was left behind, Canis would like do the dog thing where like tilts his head, like curiosity, and just watches it go.
So, Payne, hold on. I have so many questions, I can't get any of them out right now.
I have so
You-
many answers.
Yes.
Maybe.
Oh, well, okay. You have someone from your clan who is out here wandering around who you didn't think was going to make it this far. I have questions about that too. Like, did you think he was going to die or did you think he was going to give up?
Yeah, I said it the wrong way. I meant that he wasn't coming this far in this direction.
Oh,
He wasn't going to make it this far.
I see.
It did sound bad like that, didn't it?
It did. It sounded like you thought he was going to die way sooner than out here. I'm glad that's not what you meant. But also, do you have any other, like, did you all disperse and you're all traveling? Did you say, I'm taking east, you're taking northwest? How did this happen?
Not all of us just wandered out of our home.
I don't know how this works. I've never lived in a crater.
That's okay. You don't probably want to.
I don't. You're right.
Me neither.
That's
So-
true too.
Well, is this
What-
kin of yours like a cousin or just?
Klansman. Probably distantly related. I mean, it's a small community, but, you know,
Kana's, make a
So-
perception check.
to answer your question, a friend of mine went west and another went south. I expected him to be heading farther away than here. And I headed east-ish, mostly to Emerald Grove.
So did he get lost, you think?
Apparently, Moradin had other plans for him than what we had planned when we set out.
So that's not why you guys are out and about?
One second. Canis turns around. Can we help you?
As he turns around, you guys realize that the bard who is standing there is straight up full-blown listening in on this conversation, as you guys have not been quiet at all about it. He's still playing, but he's he's just kind of like looking over the seat and kind of rocking back and forth. He's this kind of like greasy slicked back black hair under a purple poofy hat and a little feather with a gold emblem, looking probably half elf. His ears are slightly pointed, but they're just rounded enough to make you think that there's some half lineage there. And he looks down at you and goes, "A talking jackal, now that is something I did not think I'd see today. My apologies, you were just talking so loud I was having trouble counting my measures as I am here to entertain the tavern."
Should we move?
Well, there is an open
Or do you want
space over
help
there.
counting?
Can I insight him to see if he's not being completely truthful about those measures?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check. All right, 12. No, it seems like there might be some truth to it. You know, not being a musician yourself, it's kind of tough to tell based on how he was playing and you not really paying attention, but yeah, I mean, it seems like there's probably some weight to it. But he kind of says, "No, I think you're right. There is space over there. Maybe I'll just take my leave. Excuse me. Sorry. Very, very interesting people from all over. Very interesting." And he kind of goes opposite of you guys and now is facing you and is in full frontal view. Kind of keeps his eye on you, though.
Oh, that was actually really nice of him.
What, the eavesdropping part?
I think
Oh,
the
well, no,
leaving part.
the moving up to the other side of the room to so we can talk a little bit more clearly.
Hey, he was
Were you
kind
gonna
of
stop
hard
talking?
he was
Wait,
kind of
did I-
hard to talk over his music, I guess, yeah.
Did I misread the situation?
I think that he was a. There was a lot of things that happened. If this is secretive stuff, maybe we shouldn't talk about it here, Peen. I didn't really think about it being a secret until
What?
that stranger pointed it out.
Is this something we shouldn't be talking about here?
It appears that my friend is generally more open than I have been, even with you guys. Apologies, it's kind of a secretive person. But I haven't said anything overly secretive either.
Okay. Okay. But so he's traveling by himself? Because he may have shared
It would
some stuff
appear
with
so.
Megan.
We
Yeah.
all set out by ourselves.
Oh, okay.
You all? How many set out?
Two others left when I left.
They go different
there-
cardinal directions? Is that kind of the idea?
Lyra, didn't I tell you that already?
Tell me what.
Which directions we went?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
I'm
come
sorry.
on.
I was eating my
James.
stew. My mind is still mush. I'm sorry.
You got carrots growing in your ears.
I do.
All right.
A
well,
friend of mine headed west, another headed south, and I headed east.
So do you guys just not like north, or was there just not enough?
There's not much north of the craters, is there?
There is not.
A whole ocean to explore, really.
Well, maybe they
Or
don't like
continent.
swimming.
Yeah.
I do not like swimming.
I get it. And she puts her arms up like it's a little hard.
I only dog paddle.
Jack don't have-
Maybe one of us should go grab Amelia. Her food's getting cold.
Yeah.
I'll bring out a bowl to Amelia. I don't mind. I was trying to trade out with her earlier, but she wanted to stay outside, so I'll bring
we
out some
could-
food.
Well, why don't we have her come in here though? Because we can have them actually get Pearl settled, and then we
Oh,
can also get Amelia settled.
all right. Well, you know what? I'll go. Yeah, I'll go help them get Amelia. We'll help them get Amelia
Don't
settled.
tie
I'll
Amelia
help
to
them
the
get.
pole.
Don't tie Amelia to a pole, please. I'll go help get them situated with Pearl, and then bring Amelia in. I'll be back in a moment.
Okay, thanks, Dench.
Amelia is probably trying to make friends with Pearl, through whatever apple bribes she can. She has a neutral at best relationship with this animal, and she is trying so hard when you
I
come
think
out.
I think Dench would probably bring out a bowl, and like he probably would have left the carrots behind if there were carrots in the stew. Probably carrots, potatoes, beef, that kind of stuff. You could probably leave the carrots, and then bring out the bowl, and then like kind of like while seeing Amelia maybe struggling with getting friendly with Pearl, he'd be like, why don't you try bribing her with a couple of these carrots? She really likes carrots.
I think the carrots will work better than the apples.
She kind of a few times and like looks towards the bowl.
Yeah, that's a yes.
You could have just. If I'd known that.
Oh yeah.
She's going to just. She's gonna. I'm assuming there's a spoon or something. She's gonna go and grab one of the carrots with it and try and bribe Pearl, and then.
Yeah, make an animal handling check, Amelia.
This is gonna go so well. I'm gonna fling stew in her face.
She's gonna kick you in the fucking shin.
Take the
Probably.
carrot.
Eat your food, Tina.
Amelia likes animals. She's just loud and clean. Yep, that 5
Oh,
says
boy.
as such.
Yeah. Okay. So, she takes it, but she kind of like grabs, because I don't know if you've ever seen how like horse lips work and like mule lips, but they're literally like 2 fingers, like a rhino has. And it like, she just grabs onto the spoon, yanks it out of your fucking hand, and kind of like spits it around a little bit, sucks it into her mouth, kind of makes a couple weird noises, and even Dench is just like, oh shit, like, oh no. And then she kind of like opens her mouth and does this long like, and the spoon just kind of slimes out onto Amelia's boot.
Well, you should
Yeah,
have gone for the carrot, not the spoon, silly girl.
Yeah, I usually do with just my hand. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have made more sense.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah, she doesn't
Where's
really do
where's
self-aware
she
all that
staying?
well. She's staying out back. I was actually going to get some of the hands to. I was going to help with some of the hands to get her all situated, and then send you in there so you can get some food and company and such.
And completely genuine. Oh, the bowls for Pearl then?
Yeah. I mean, do you
Yeah.
want it now? It's a little slimy.
No, I guess I was thinking that she could just have the oats and.
Oh, well, this is a little special treat for her.
No wonder she likes you so much. Yeah, let's get her situated. I will
All right.
stay out of your way for the most part.
Oh, you know, bother. No worries, no worries. I just figured you wanted to get inside and get off your feet a little bit.
So as you
Kinda feels like home. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. So as you guys are kind of like rounding the corner, you see this absolutely dirtied man kind of like squatting near the corner of the establishment. He's wearing kind of like a long tunic, but not like with no belt, no shoes on, nothing. And he's kind of like just on the ground, human probably, but his hair is so thick and shaggy you can't really see his ears, but he's about the size of like a human man. His hair is like dark brown with like red streaks in it, and he kind of looks up at you guys as you're rounding the corner to take Pearl around back, and he looks, I mean, up and square into Amelia, into your eyes. Excuse me, ma'am, any chance you could spare a couple of copper so I could fetch bread from the inn for supper?
Of course. I'm going to just reach into my coin purse and grab the first coin I'm going to find, which is I'm going to just roll a d8 to figure out which is one of the ones I'm going to grab.
All right.
Dench is looking this guy over, looking at hands, where his hands are, you know.
Sure. Make a perception check. He looks like
Slow
a
roll.
dirty fucking vagabond.
Yeah, all right.
But his hands, I mean, he has nothing. He's got a long tunic, no belt, no shoes, no nothing.
Now,
Amelia,
I
go
am
ahead.
going to give him a silver, but I am also going to look him over for a little bit of a different reason. I want to see if he looks like if he's eaten recently, if there's any, like, ailment type things.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and give me a medicine check. 19. Okay, not bad. Yeah, so you look him over. As you hand him the silver, he kind of looks at it. His eyes go wide, and he goes, "Oh, thank you. This'll buy me supper and breakfast, and probably lunch tomorrow. I could get a pottage." And you see, like, genuine happiness kind of flare up in his eyes. He kind of stands all the way up now, and you can tell his tunic, his very long man dress, is soiled from, like, the shins down. Very dirty, has not been washed in a long time. Underneath the beard and the dirty hair, you can see sunken in cheekbones. And you notice as he takes the silver, there are some marks on his wrists and hands that look akin to, maybe, it's not really pox, but probably some sort of boil, like he could potentially have an ailment, that he's sick from something.
She quietly, just when she sees that, just stars. Well, from the smells coming from inside, it does seem to be, well, a meal worth looking forward to. Would you like to join us for a meal? Don't have to spend that quite yet.
He kind of looks over at Dench. You'll have me?
What's your name, friend?
He kind of looks around. Why don't both of you give me insight checks?
All right. That did not.
I'm trusting.
Yeah,
That's fitting.
that rolled very differently on D20 on D&D Beyond.
Let's see here. We've got a 9 and an 8. Okay. Yeah. So he says, Allard.
Allard. Well, nice to meet you, Allard. I'm Dench.
Nice to
Amelia.
meet you, and very nice to meet you, ma'am. And thank you, for your kindness. I can't believe you stopped, actually.
Well, sorry that you haven't experienced kindness like that. But yes, food, well, you're welcome to join us if you'd like. And I'm sorry to be so forward. Are you feeling all right?
Well, I'm very hungry. But besides that, I'm just weary, a little cold tonight.
When was... Dench, you said that you got separate rooms for each of us?
We got 4 rooms, yeah.
When was the last time you slept in a bed, friend?
Oh, I'm not entirely sure what day it is. But I guess
Amelia's
it's...
just gonna sigh. Well, why don't you sleep inside where it's warm in a bed tonight?
What? Really? Why?
Because you need the bed more than I do.
But you don't even know me. Why would you do that? Why would you go that far for me? I'm sorry. I'm not... This isn't normal for Brackenford.
We're not from Brackenford.
Precisely. But you can ask all the questions after we get some food in you.
Yes, of course. Do you, can I help you with your mule? Please.
Amelia looks over to Dench.
Well, yeah. I mean, well, if you're feeling up for it, I mean, if you haven't eaten in a while, you might be a little bit.
No, it's the least I can do. When I was not so down on my luck, I was a very, very capable stable hand. He kind of like confidently stands upright and walks over to Pearl. And again, he puts his hand out, and you can see now that his palms kind of go outward, he does. He's got like weird blisters of some sort on the bottom of his palm, but he puts it out towards Pearl, and she kind of, reaches her snout over. She kind of sniffs, and she kind of like rears back a little bit like she's not interested. And then he goes, whoa, girl, it's okay. Hold on now. Hold on, it's okay. You're gonna be alright. Miss Hilda here at the Red Pine, she's the best there is for creatures of the earth and sky. She's gonna take care of you. And you see Pearl very noticeably calm down. Her ears kind of perk back up a little bit from being pulled back. She stops the kind of panicked stamping she was doing. Alright. Maybe we get her around back. Miss Hilda usually keeps the stable hands around here. And he kind of like just turns.
And
Going to
Dench
follow.
kinda, Dench starts to follow. He gives Amelia a little, not a side eye look, but just a kind of, say, appreciate what you're doing here. Believe me. We'll just be a little bit careful, okay? So I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong. I do appreciate what you're doing here. I'm just saying. That's all.
The boils, the sores, I saw them.
Yeah.
I'm going to, after I get some food in him, we'll see if I can help a little bit.
All right.
All right, so he kind of walks back over towards you guys. Again, it's like he knew the stable hands who were, or the people who were kind of the boys, as Hilda called them. He kind of goes over there, talks to him, points over towards you guys. You see them nod like, "Oh yeah, no, we already knew, we got that, thank you." And then they take Pearl and they hitch her to a large post. And then they begin to pull the bit and the bridle and all the barding off, and then they kind of put it up in the cart, and you see they throw a large tarp over the cart, and as you guys are beginning to walk back inside, you see one of them pull out a small, kind of like jagged looking stick, and he mutters, you hear this kind of echoey incantation and this flash of green energy, and as he touches the cart with the cloth over it, you see it shimmer and then become what appears to you to be a large boulder.
Well, it's a very useful magic. Okay. Dench will say, we'll manage to call over. Thank you, boys, very much. That was very nice of you. Thank you.
They kind of both put their hands up. Thank you.
Great job. Okay. Let's get inside. Let's get some food. I'm sorry, what was your name again, sir?
And he kind of stops again, and you see he kind of like blinks, and he, Allard, Mr. Dench. It's Allard.
Okay. All right, Allard, come on in. Let's get you some food. Let's get you fed.
He stays behind you guys. He does not take the lead. He is very, you see, he's kind of playing. It's not necessarily that he's playing up the meek and meager. It's just that he seems like he's not used to this kind of treatment. So he is just letting you lead, so he doesn't seem like he is demanding of anything.
Realistically, Amelia is probably just gonna walk alongside and just idle, like, small talk about probably not even questions, just talking about the smells and what she thinks gonna be in the stew, etc. Just trying to put him at ease.
Okay.
And then as soon as Dench comes in, he'll kind of take Hilda aside for a moment. Hilda, we have one individual who needs another meal. If we can, I can pay a little bit extra to do so.
kind of looks over, squints. Oh, goodness gracious. Is that Gorin?
Oh, you mean Alan?
Allard? No, that's Mr. Gorin. He's a little down on his luck. The tax collectors took his family's estate because of a bad gambling and drinking problem that he had about 2 years back. Been living on the streets since. Tried to get some odd jobs here and there. Damn good stable hand, very good with animals, but not much besides that. I'd probably be careful. People say that he's a little sick. But he's welcome in the inn. He's friendly enough and has never caused a problem here. However, on the other side of town, he's been kicked out. Kicked out at a tavern. Permanently.
Oh, okay. All right. Good to know. Gorin, you say his name was.
Gorin. Mr. Gorin. Gorin.
Okay. Okay. Oh, well, do we need? Should I throw you a little extra coin for a meal for him?
Nah, we'll take care of him. Again, he's been pretty good with folks like you, actually, who need animals tended to. So we take care of him when we can, when we've got extra. And tonight happens to be that night, especially since you already tipped me.
All right, fair enough. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, and is this your religious friend?
Yeah. Sorry. This is. I'm sorry. I forgot I hadn't introduced you. Amelia. This is Hilda.
Wonderful to meet you.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I hear you're a fan of the stars.
Yes, you could say that.
Good for you, sweetheart. And then she turns away from you and goes back to business. Like it just simple as it is.
All right. Come on over, sir. All right, we have a special guest with us tonight.
So he grabs he pulls like a couple of stools up and seats them kind of like at the edge here. He actually pulls one out for Amelia, and then he sits in one closest to the window. Hello. Oh, my goodness, I didn't realize you'd so many friends here. I'm sorry to intrude. And then you guys can see as he kind of puts his hands up to his face, the tunic sleeve rolls back, and you can see he's got like boils on the back of his hand and on his knuckles, and they're pretty gnarly.
Have I seen marks like that? Do I know, is this like a contagious issue? I'm trying to figure out if it's something that needs to be handled now or if it can wait a little bit.
Go ahead and give me another medicine check. Do it with advantage because you succeeded at the first one.
I'm also thinking the same thing, like, oh dear, what is on his arms?
I assume this is probably the first time I saw this because I rolled terribly on insights and the perception checks earlier.
Yeah, that's accurate.
But Amelia did make the comment about you mean the boils, the sores I saw.
That's true. Yeah, now you do see them. So, if Payne, if you want to make a medicine check, you're welcome to as well. Just a straight roll. Okay, so we got a 14 and a 15. Give me one sec. Okay. So you, let's see. So Payne, was yours the higher one? Yeah, so Payne's is the higher one. Okay, so 15. So Payne, you would recognize this as what's called the Miner's Plague. Amelia, you're not entirely sure. You see what they are. But yeah, Payne, being from where you're at, you recognize this as Miner's Plague. You know that this is a disease that comes from harvesting mushrooms in places where mushrooms are actually growing out of the corpses of something else. It is the transfer of bacteria through the corpse, like through a tainted corpse, into the mushroom. The mushroom gets picked, and people who are not strong enough of fortitude to resist it catch it. It is not contagious. The only way that you can contract it is from the mushroom from the corpse. However, it will slowly infect the host. And what you're looking at are actually not boils, but they are sacs of mushroom spores that are growing out of the hands and arms, and typically affects like hands, arms, up to the shoulders, and then from like the thighs down, but typically the trunk and the head are unfazed. And yeah, once these boils pop, the spores will seek out dead or decaying material and will grow new mushrooms on it. However, if there is no dead and decaying material in the vicinity of where the spores pop and spread, then they will just cease to be. So there's a fucking thing that I just gave all of you to think about.
Dench,
Nightmare fuel.
Amelia,
New
this,
friends.
speaking of friends, this is your friend?
Oh yeah, this is Allard.
Allard.
There's a little bit of an extra pause.
He
Allard, you're
needed a good meal and seemed like good company never goes remiss.
Why
So
do you
he
always
kinda
have to
smiles.
adopt strays?
Payne, what did you notice? You're what?
Allard kind of
His
stops for a moment as Payne is saying that. He looks at Canis and he kind of whispers, "Were you the first?"
Unfortunately, not. I mean, fortunately, I should say. No, we took someone else in earlier while we were traveling that are somewhere else now. Because Amelia cannot sit still for the life of her.
Well, she's a kind soul.
She's very kind, and I'm sorry to intrude. I wouldn't have if it weren't for Miss Amelia's request.
Generosity.
Allard, with I know what you're suffering from, and with your permission, I'd like to treat it for you, if I may.
You've extra food for my hungry belly?
Your miner's wart there.
He kind of looks down at his hands.
Payne, not in the dining room.
Oh,
Talk about this after.
no, it's
I do
it's
not
okay.
want that popping and getting in my food, and I would like to treat the man.
Lyra pushes her bowl away from her.
Well, sure. If it's... And he looks at all the pottages. Maybe we should go somewhere else. When they burst, there's lots of green dust that comes out.
Yeah, that's what I don't want in my food. Yeah, probably safer to do this outside. You want a quick bite, carefully before, you know?
Yeah, I mean, is there concern that they're gonna burst right now, or is it?
No, he kind of like looks at his... He pulls his sleeves up and he now can see his arms are littered with them. And he kind of looks him over. No, none have begun to blacken at the heads yet. These are quite
Glad
fresh.
I ate beforehand.
And he covers his arms again. I'm so
I'm
sorry.
sorry. That
I'm
came
so
out.
sorry.
That came out. No, you're okay, sir. You're okay.
He kind of takes the pottage off the table and he kind of puts it in his lap so that like nobody has to be near it. And he kind of, you hear tink tink, and then he puts the broken clay seal and he kind of just puts his head down into his lap and just kind of like quietly eats it.
Amelia, being Amelia, is going to kind of continue the small talk from before, like the, yeah, I don't think the imagination did this justice at all. She's a master with a recipe, I think, because she's going to pull her own pot towards, and she's going to try and
the
just get him out of his
stew.
shell.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where you were going with that, to be honest.
Yes, the stew is very good.
Miss Hilda's the best cook they've got in town, but That's just my opinion. And he kind of like looks up from his pottage and then puts his head back down and kind of like tries. You can tell he's really trying to like cover himself up so you guys don't have to look at him.
You're okay, friend. You're okay. Can I ask you, why haven't you asked to find work with Hilda? She says you're great with horses.
I am, but unfortunately,
I can see how well you were with Pearl.
yes, but there's he kind of like looks over a bad case of nepotism here in the Red Pine Inn, and her children and kin, until they leave, have precedence over someone like me.
Family first.
Of course, I understand that.
Are there no other places in town that need a skilled set of hands?
Not one that has hands like this.
Well, we'll take care of you for that, and we'll make sure that you have some food and a bed, like I said, but... You've plenty of the talent for it.
Well, if you manage a way to rid me of this disease or illness, whatever it is, infection, and I do find work, then I'd be very grateful. Even the temple here in town shooed me away.
Is this a common problem in these parts here?
What? Temples being
No.
anti-homeless people?
Well, I mean, some I do know are a little of that sort, but no, I mean your condition, is this common here, or is this?
Oh, no. No, it's not. I was harvesting mushrooms in Brackenwood, and I was in a place I was told not to go, but I'd heard stories of the mushrooms being very large and very valuable. So I thought I would take my chances.
Not smart.
No.
And if I treat you, you must promise to never go back there.
I
Well,
swear.
You can go back there, just don't eat the mushrooms. I mean, did you see what they grow on?
I didn't, because it came from the ground where that thing was buried, but I, to be fair, did not consume the mushrooms. I simply picked them. That's how dangerous it was.
Okay, no more picking either.
I won't, only...
Well, what do these mushrooms look like? Are they obvious, like
They're
green?
quite obvious. No, they were black-capped with a white underbelly and red spots down the stem. And they stink like sweet meat pies.
Wait, are you terribly familiar with the woods?
Reasonably. When my family still had their estate here, I tended to some of the creatures that the Logging and Forestry Replenishment Guild had set up for replenishment purposes, yes. But I've not traversed all the wood.
Have you noticed anything strange in the woods aside from the mushrooms lately?
I haven't been in the woods in quite some time, but there have been some whispers about town, about some sort of bright, burning ball of flame that came from the sky a couple of weeks ago and struck somewhere in the northwest of Brackenwood. There was a call that went out that said all employees and workers who operated in and within the wood should immediately they should immediately evacuate south to Brackenford until things could be settled, and that something about the creatures, the projects, I guess, started to go berserk. Haven't heard much since then, but they started keeping things quite tight-lipped. I will say, there's been quite an influx of workers from Brackenwood in the city as of late, so the call must have gotten out successfully.
But nothing about town, right? Nothing strange going on in town?
No. The strangest thing that we've experienced here is you five.
That's good news.
They are quite strange.
It's true.
Yes,
You too,
they
Payne.
are. Is there a,
Quirky, more like.
as for the workers, is there like a headquarters for each type of worker where we could maybe get a list of people who might be missing from teams still?
You'd need to go to the Logging and Forestry Replenishment Guild. They've all that information. I'm sure that Mr. Hartsford has many detailed records about the ongoings of the Brackenwood.
Thank you.
Allard,
Yes.
Do you- think we might be able to hire your services as a guide around town while we're here?
You're kidding.
Not at
She's
all.
Doesn't
unfortunately
really
not.
do that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not her role, you know.
Well, I've never played the part as a guide, but, I suppose I could accept the work.
If you
Well, at the
don't
very least, in the
want
bracket
to,
wood.
that's perfectly fine. You've just been so helpful already.
Well, thank you. And you've all been too kind. Look, kind of puts the pottage back up on the table. I'm sorry. My name's not Allard. My name is Goran.
Big surprise.
I'm sorry for lying to you, ma'am, and Mr. Dench. My name and my family have a bad rap here in town, and I didn't think that it was going to... Well, I figured if you'd heard the name or stories about the estate that maybe you would have looked on me differently, but now that you've seen me, and he kind of lifts his sleeves up, completely threadbare, I wanted to make sure that if you're serious about hiring me for something like guide work, you know exactly who I am and what I'm about.
Well, I appreciate you coming clean. We all have skeletons in our closet and dark pasts, so I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm glad you came forward with the name.
He kind of looks at Amelia. He kind of watches Amelia just to kind of see, because he's like eyed up her armor and the holy symbols and the righteousness and...
No, Amelia kind of just takes it in, kind of processes, nods. No, if you're willing, would you prefer Allard, or what would make you more comfortable?
No. Goran is just fine, ma'am. Thank you.
Then you should call me Amelia, not ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me. Amelia. Miss Amelia? Ms. Amelia?
Whatever makes you more comfortable. And she just laughs a little bit. Did he actually eat all of his food?
It is fucking... He might as well have licked it clean. He ate it before I think anybody finished theirs.
Okay.
Well, it's not like we were eating fast after the information we got.
Touche.
Excuse me for just a moment, and I'm going to get up and I'm going to get another one
Okay.
for him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so you walk over to Hilda and she goes, "Oh, well, lucky for you, sweetheart. We've plenty Plenty tonight. Yeah, please, would you need just the one, or would you like to take a few over to the table?
I don't think anyone else had finished theirs yet by that point.
Dench
I
finished his and gave the rest to Pearl, so but he's good.
I think just the one for now. How much do I owe you?
Sweetheart, you don't know me anything. Your group already tipped me quite handsomely.
She'll smile a little, just, well, thank you then.
Of course.
I will take another and I will bring it back to him and set
Okay.
it down in front of him.
Yeah, so you set it down. He snatches it off the table. There's 2 clinks, dink, dink, and he pulls the seal off and sets it down. And again, he kind of covers his hands with his long sleeves and kind of hunches over with his head in his lap to try to kind of prevent you guys from seeing the grotesque nature of his consumption. And then he
Payne
finishes.
is
Oh, go ahead, Payne.
attempting to wait patiently, because he is still like, okay, let's just heal this guy. Come on.
Yeah, so so he finishes. And, give me one second. So he finishes, he doesn't eat all of the second one, but he sets it up top and he goes, "Oh, thank you so much." And he kind of like takes his tunic, wipes his face. Yes. And
Right.
yeah,
Now that you're done,
oh,
let's get to,
Breathe.
I'm breathing. I'm being nice. Just let's step outside. Amelia, you can come too. I mean, I'm just yeah. Let's get this done.
Oh, we're doing this now. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, it just has to be him because words shh, just get out here.
Oh,
So, Payne, the very eager one, before she even gets up, is a priest of Moradin. Are you all right if he attempts to cure what ails you?
yeah, and he'll go outside with you and he says, I'm not one typically for religion. I don't have any. And he kind of looks really, really disappointed for a moment in something. And he goes, I've lost my faith. But if you believe that your faith can cure this, I'm willing to accept anything you've to offer. I can't offer anything in return.
This is as much for you as it is for those around you, and because. And Payne will put a hand on his shoulder. This might not feel great, and cast lesser restoration.
Okay, got it. All right, give me. Do you want to explain?
Yeah.
It does take effect. This is a disease, and it will cure him. So you just let me know how this pans out. What the visual is.
So, like a lot of Payne's spells, it starts with the amulet, and it kind of glows that molten, and then it flows down his left arm and down to the guy's body, and he'll feel like the hot bath water kind of flood him, and leave the what happens up to you.
Yeah. So as that all kind of emanates out of Payne with this soft prayer and this incantation, there is the energy kind of washes through him, and as his hands kind of like lift up almost like he is being suspended in water, like he can't control his arms, like they're floating on their own. You guys see the arms begin to glow, the pustules, the boils glow, and then you see steam kind of burst forth from the top of each of the boils. And as that happens, there is this spray of something. It almost looks like a dust, but as the dust goes up, the flames of Moradin kind of take over and they turn into small cinders and evaporate before they can do any harm. And as the spell concludes, his arms and knuckles and hands and palms are completely void of the boils that were there before. He doesn't wince, he doesn't scream or cry, nothing.
Shoo, well, I'm glad we did that outside. Good call, Amelia. Now, back to food.
Well done, Pain.
Ah,
Yeah, very good job.
Wow.
yeah.
I...
Let's go. Come on.
Oh,
He's a fixer with a short attention span. Are you still hungry?
praise Moradin. Thank you. He's gone, but I will forever. Thank you. Yes.
And the temples weren't able or willing to do any of that for you?
No. But to be fair, Mr. Dench, I may have taken from their coffers to feed myself once or twice and was caught both times.
Yeah, they don't take kindly to that.
They weren't willing to feed you when you needed food?
No, ma'am. Miss Amelia. Obid High runs of neutral ground and thus does not give handouts unless it has surplus.
Well,
Amelia wakes up in the morning. Wow, did you guys hear that temple burn down last night? God damn!
That's exactly what I was thinking.
This thing.
Amelia does not look happy.
This is how
Vengeance
lot of
Paladins
the
happen?
world works, Amelia.
Yeah, do you want a Vengeance Paladin? Because this is how you get a Vengeance Paladin.
I could have sworn you guys were, like, coming back in. The stew's getting cold.
By the way, sorry, I had forgot to share this with you guys. The man you've been fucking talking to, incoming.
Ooh, ew.
Yeah,
Well,
now
he looks better now.
he is sans. He still looks pretty raggedy, but he is sans boils.
I'm gonna give him a hug.
Oh, definitely.
Lyra
Maybe
doesn't.
don't
Lyra
do that.
doesn't at all. Candace does.
Okay, he goes in.
So to Lyra's comments about this is how the world works, Amelia turns to her and just through almost like gritted teeth. Unfortunately, I am very aware that doesn't make it right.
No, you just seemed really surprised. That's sorry. Okay, I'll leave the. Let's go inside and where
I'd
everyone
like to
can see
think
us.
that more temples actually represent the gods they stand in the name of.
Well, based on what he just explained, that's exactly what happened. Neutral ground. That's how they work. It's not your religion; it's someone else's, which is why you don't follow that one,
No,
and probably
no,
never
I
will.
do not. And she's going to take a deep breath. She's going to look at the stars for a moment, and then she's going to go back in with a smile again. Customer service face back on.
Before you walk in, Candace is going to say, if you go to the temple to talk to them, please take me with you. It's going to be hilarious.
I thought you weren't particularly fond of the churches or their teachings.
I'm not.
Lyra just crawls behind
not going
Dench
for
on
that.
the bench.
Yeah, Dench probably would have scooted over or let you past or whatever.
Oh, I just got to scooch on past you here. Excuse me.
Ooh, excuse me.
So, Dench mentioned that we had separate rooms for the evening.
Yeah, we got 4 rooms. We can divvy them up as we see fit. I don't mind hanging out with Pearl tonight if you all prefer bed.
Oh, I always prefer a bed, but I mean,
Well, you've honestly all been so kind. In ways, and he kind of is rubbing. He's not stopped rubbing his hands in ways I can't even begin to explain. I know that Miss Hilda's boys are taking care of the nag for tonight, but let me stay out there. If I'm going to guide you through town, let me get to know her better. Please, I insist. This is the best, and he kind of puts his hands to his face. This is the best I've felt in many months. Just,
Well, you said you haven't had a warm, soft bed to lay in for a while, so
well, I could have the boys bring hay, and, cot. Miss Hilda maybe will bring
Right.
me a blanket.
You just. He doesn't say, dude, sorry, that was a Lucy slip up.
Yeah. Listen, dude, just listen to the fucking half-orc, okay?
bro.
Sorry. I am so sorry. Listen, they're not gonna let you do that. At this point, it's better to just go along with it.
Yeah, we'll all end up sleeping at this table if we don't.
Well,
They're not wrong.
the table is warm. I can stay here if you'd all
Okay,
rather.
you're gonna stay in a bed
Just,
tonight.
just take the bed. Just give up.
Now
Right.
we're saying bro.
Right. Okay.
Goran, is it just you, or are there others who you worked with that also could use a meal and a bed?
No. Unfortunately, my, late wife met an untimely end, as did my youngest boy. I'm not sure where the oldest is nowadays, but he left Brackenford some time ago, so...
Yeah, you're definitely staying in a bed tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Dench. If it's quite alright with you, maybe, unless you've more questions, take my leave now and get some rest. I'll be ready as soon as you are in the morning. I'll take you anywhere you need to go in Brackenford. And if you're serious about needing to go to Brackenwood, so long as you get protection, or as long as you get permission, excuse me, I'd be happy to take you where you need to go. There are quite a few places up in the wood, some that you don't want to stumble upon.
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of questions for you in the morning. I'm sorry to say. So yes, that will be one of them. How to get proper permissions, but there's a lot more about you. I think we'd all like to know, but we can save that for the morning.
Of course. All right. Thank you. He kind of stands, opens the door, and disappears behind it. He takes one of the keys off of the table.
That guy is really.
Yeah, he's got some problems. There's a little bit in him that I see myself way back when. So yeah, I'm glad we can help.
You had the miner's disease?
No, but I've been low as him at a time, minus the sores.
Oh,
It's metaphorically as low, not actually in the exact position.
Right, I am taller than him. I think I'm taller.
that was
than him.
my second question.
So Clee Hartsford is who, I think Cornelius said he was gonna reach out to. So we were already going to the right direction with that.
He's in the tree and animal
Mm-hmm. He's the
guild.
leader.
I can't
yeah.
remember the name of it. It was the restoration
log-
and
Logging and forestry replenishment.
replenishment. That's what I was looking for. Okay. All right.
So
Well,
first thing in the morning, we go there. It's late, right? Right now.
Sorry about that. The fucking canceling school down here tomorrow because we're expecting 2 hours of thunderstorms in the morning and it's going to be too dangerous. These fucking
From the
people do
Midwest.
not know how to handle any weather.
Oh,
Cancel the whole day of school for 2 hours of storms.
Yeah, we're probably working from home, but that's because of 30+ inches of snow.
Right, you can't leave.
I mean, I will say during basic training, we had a whole tent full of drill sergeants get struck by lightning in a Georgia
Holy shit, really?
thunderstorm. So it's gnarly.
I mean, you know what? It's funny that Candace just pointed at me because in my final FTX, we were up on the top of that damn mountain at Fort Benning, and I kid you not, a fucking thunderstorm rolled through because I was there in August. A thunderstorm rolled through, and as all of the damn lightning was coming down and hitting the pines, we had to strip all the metal off of our body and huddle in a fucking circle with our heads in between our legs.
Yep.
I was like, what is going on? And literally, like, trees are getting blown over. I'm like, are we gonna fucking die, you guys?
This isn't where I go down.
Yeah,
It's terrible. It is scary. It's scary. Georgia is scary. I give them that.
It's gnarly. Yeah.
That's it. I'm calling off work tomorrow. We're having high winds.
Fuck yeah. Done deal.
Oh,
Okay.
man. Yeah,
I'm
we
sorry.
just
What was
got
the
it.
question, Amelia? Oh, go ahead.
Candace.
Cadence, did you have something?
Yeah, I had,
There's
during my high school in the UAE, they were having a rainstorm popped in, and because the buildings there aren't made for rain because it's in the middle of the desert, the roof literally just collapsed in.
That's
Holy shit.
troublesome.
So,
Wow.
so obviously we didn't have school for a while.
Yeah, for a little bit.
To answer the question about time, it's about 11 p.m. Yeah, because we've been RPing this whole time.
Yeah, so we're tired as fuck right now.
Plus, you traveled for like 10 hours. Yeah.
Up. So Dench is probably like falling asleep at the at the booth.
Dench, do you want a bed?
No, it's fine. I don't mind. I don't
I'm
mind.
sleeping under the stars.
Oh,
That's what I figured. I was actually going to offer you hers.
oh. Okay. All right. I mean, it's gonna be cold tonight, but yeah. Okay. All right. I know you do. You sustain yourself off a starlight. Okay.
Well, it's more she sustains herself off not being comfortable. I've never seen someone hate comfort as much as she does.
I'm
I
actually...
offered up my bed. I wouldn't offer up one of yours. That's not right to do.
Well, Dench offered his up more recently, and I was kidding before I was going to offer you mine, Dench, but it makes sense.
If we're making a list of people who are not giving up their beds, put
Put
me
me
on.
on. All right, Amelia, do you have everything you'll need then?
I mean, probably.
Maybe we can ask Hilda for like what
mean-
I'm sorry, Garrett was saying, a cot and a blanket and some hay or something.
I mean, I've got my bedroll. It's not like we haven't been sleeping on the
No, I
ground
know.
for days. It'll
And
be
a
fine.
bolt of cotton out there too that we haven't used
Yeah, we
for
do.
anything yet.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
not
we
sure
should sell
exactly.
that.
I'm
Okay,
not
it'll
exactly
be
sure why I
fine.
got it. Now
Well-
that I'm thinking about it, I had a plan for it. I'm not sure it's going to pan out, but okay.
We were lucky enough to have our paths cross a, well, very usable tent shortly after.
I have
It
questions.
is true.
You have
Questions?
questions?
What was your plan for the cotton? But we can do that another time. Let's all go to bed.
Yeah, Dench looks like he's falling over. I think we should just let him go.
Sorry, what?
Exactly.
Head
Let's go
time.
to bed, Dench.
Okay.
Tap, tap, tap.
Go
All
to
right.
sleep before you forget to take off your armor.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. Such
I
a
have
pain in the
one
ass.
super tiny thing before bed, and then I'll also be good.
Okay.
Once they're all heading off, I'm going to go back to Hilda. I'm going to bring over dishes and stuff, etc. Our usual cleaning up. Pardon me. I'm just going to wait so I'm not like interrupting her if she's in the middle of 10,000 things.
Yeah, and at this point, people have started to clear out. The servers are starting to kind of clean up and do their business. The bard has kind of winded down for the night, sort of thing. And you guys can put yourselves in whatever rooms you want to, just so you know. You walk up though, and she kind of looks over at you. Yes, dear.
Ah, sorry, I know it's getting late. Just a couple of quick questions. Is it going to be much trouble if I throw a bedroll down by Pearl there in the back?
You're gonna sleep outside. Oh. She kind of looks down at your holy symbol. Right. No problem. You get as much energy as you need. Sleep. You get as much sleep as you need. Outside.
She'll nod. And, thank you. Beyond that, I know it's awfully late. Do you happen to have any spare clothing or anything that might have been left behind from Traveler's Past that I could buy off of you?
She kind of takes a deep breath and sighs, and she looks around at the other patrons, and she leans in, like, really close, to the point where as she gets close to you, you can smell soil. Is this some sort of weird fetish, sweetheart?
What? No, ma'am. It's, Garen there. His clothes looked a little bit rough, and it'll be hard to get them clean enough no matter how many times they're washed, I think. Thought he could use with a fresh set.
Oh, thank the dwarf father. Sorry, I meant no offense. We get weird lots in and out on the regular. I don't have much, but I could maybe send one of the boys to fetch something throughout the night if you're interested. You looking for anything fancy? You want him to have anything in particular?
Just something that'll last and keep him warm when the chill comes.
Understood. I'll take care of it. Come see me in the morning.
And I've got some coin on me now, but if it's...
Stop it. Get out of my inn.
And she stops abruptly and just... sorry, thank you.
Don't be
And
sorry.
then
Stop saying sorry. Come back in the morning.
Sorry.
She pretty much flees out the door.
You're like running out the door and you hear just like, get your energy from the starlight.
And I'm gonna go. I don't get trampled by a mule in the night.
Yeah, so you walk out there, and again, you see, so the two boys are out there, young, like, dwarven appearing, but very earthen tone skin, obsidian black eyes. One has kind of, like, more leafy hair, and one has just, like, a, it looks like alfalfa sprouts all the way down in a mohawk. It's pretty fucking adorable, I'm not gonna lie, but they're both completely barefoot, and both of their feet are buried underground when you come out, and they are leaning against the rock that is your wagon. But you throw a bedroll out near where Pearl is. Pearl's content. Pearl is actually, like, sitting down. She has gone down onto all four knees, which is very rare for a mule, horse, any of those equines to do. And she is leaning up against what is a big, fresh haystack. And she is just mindlessly, her eyes are closed, and she is just mindlessly reaching out with her little lips and grabbing these little stacks of alfalfa and just doing the, the cud chew.
Yep. And then I will make sure I'm out of the way and then do my paladin things and go to sleep.
Alright, does anybody else need
Count on
anything?
No, nothing else.
Alright, you bastards, take a long rest and level up. It took us an hour and 40 minutes. I intended that to
You gave
happen
us friends.
immediately. No, I didn't. I gave you a homeless guy. You fucking made friends.
Same thing.
I know.
How could she not make friends? You walked the friend directly into her lap.
No,
She
the friend
had
was
to make
standing there the
friends.
whole time. She didn't notice him, and then she walked past him. If she wouldn't have walked that direction, if she would have walked around the right instead of the left, he wouldn't have said anything.
Oh my goodness.
Swear to God. Yup, he
Yeah,
was
because
he
I'm
was there the
super
whole
observant.
time. Alright. I'll flip something on for you guys since it's about to be morning. Daylight mode! Let all the people with dark vision rejoice. Okay, so you guys go to sleep. You awake the morning of Winnell the 25th. Happy Christmas. Just kidding. It's not Christmas. We don't celebrate that here. And it is about 8 a.m. You guys, go about your business however you see fit. Remember, Lyra, that you will require time in order to do your thing if you are going to do your thing for your spells, but if not, that is on you.
I think I want to brevity it. So in the morning, if people are in a rush to leave, then she can say, fine, I'll have to study.
Well, you guys are going to have to discuss that. That's not just a...
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you're going to have to go out and ask them.
I'm assuming I'm going to be waking up when the sun is up and the town comes to life.
And though, being that it is so late in the year, that is happening later and later. So that's why about 8 a.m. everybody is kind of up and moving and getting their armor on. And
my only thing is just going to be getting clothing for him and setting him by his room.
Sure. So for the sake of brevity, you go into Hilda. She is there. She actually has 2 options for you. One is in like a green and one is in a blue and red. But they are just commoner's clothes. But they're very good looking. No stitches, no patches. They're brand new.
His clothes before, though they were more gray, ended up being like they were green beneath all the filth, right?
Yeah, it was green. It was
okay.
green.
Then obviously
the green
we'll
one.
pick that.
Okay. All right. So you put him outside, and as you guys are coming in, just again for the sake of brevity, he will be wearing those clothes. His beard will be kind of brushed out. It looks like he utilized the wash basin, which a hot wash basin was brought into everybody overnight. He did use it. It looks like he has cleaned up quite a bit. He's still kind of emaciated looking because, you can't just fatten up over one night. But he comes out much cleaner and much more professional looking than he was the night before. And I'll let you guys take it away.
Dench would have gotten up early in the morning to go out and see Pearl.
Pearl is living her fucking best. Yeah, Pearl is living her best. She is out there and just looking amazing. Like, she stands right up when you come. She kind of like does a little circle. She kind of like nudges the remainder of the alfalfa. She's got a couple big healthy poops on the ground. Like, she's looking good.
Was making big poopies. Dench probably would have came out with like a couple carrots too, just to kind of treat her to something special. Then probably go back inside and wait for the rest to wake up. He's probably got like a cup of coffee or something like that with him.
When
If
he
they do
comes
that
in,
here.
They do.
Okay.
Yep.
How much of a rush are we in?
Well, I don't know. Supposedly, I mean, I guess the good thing is that this didn't land in the middle of a really populated area. And man, out in the woods makes it a little bit less of a super dire need. But who knows, really? Should probably not dally too long. I'm sorry?
I might need 4 hours or so.
Oh, well, I mean, we still need to gather a little bit of information about town, so.
Okay, because there's like stuff knocking. I need to write it down.
Oh, okay. Do you need help with that? Can I help with what's knocking? Who? What? How does this
She
work?
needs to go study.
Just incoming, just so you guys know. This is just an updated Gorin with the brushed out, cleaned up hair, no boils, and fresh tunic.
And a fancy border.
And a fancy border. Yeah, I don't know why that happened, but fuck it, I'll take it. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
It's just
She basically needs to go study.
yeah. Like they teach us a lot of stuff when we're in school, and sometimes it comes back to me, and so I have a couple spells coming back to me. I need to write them down and study them.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I mean, would you prefer to come around with us, or just you need to hold yourself in your room and do your thing for
I
for
guess.
the time being.
Well, I'll come with you for now, because it'll depend on how far we have to travel and everything. If it's a long travel, I can just sit on the wagon and do it then.
Well, I mean,
Did
I'm
you
just
say-
saying, like, if you just wanted to be part of the investigation here, there's no worries if you need to hang out here is all. So what are you saying to Canis?
Sorry, go ahead.
Just saying that last time you needed to concentrate, so we kind of stayed in the room.
No, it's fine. I mean, yeah, if you gotta do what you gotta do, yeah, I don't.
Just
need
don't
to
let
know if there's
Amelia.
anything. I was just saying, if there's anything that like we need to do to help you out with, I'll be happy to do so.
I see. No, probably not.
The slight DM clarification question when you have a sec.
Okay, go ahead.
This is our new friend's mini,
Yes.
correct?
Yep.
Okay. Just
Oh, actually, you
making
know what?
sure.
Hang on. Give me 1 second. I actually meant to do this. Sorry, you guys should be able to see his name now.
Ooh, that helps. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Nope, you're good. Sometimes the commoners are hard to differentiate
Yep.
from.
I even gave him a fucking green model with brown hair, by the way.
I do love that.
Okay.
So,
Actually, realistically, I'd probably be there.
oh, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna need like 6 hours. If we're leaving today, I probably should do it first.
Yeah, it's gonna take you till like 2 p.m. to finish all this if you start right now.
All right. Yeah. Take what you need. I had assumed that we're probably going to be spending most of the day, if not the whole day, trying to research about town and getting a good idea about what we're getting ourselves into.
Okay. Canis, you want to go with them?
No.
Okay, I don't want to hear you complaining in the background about how bored you are when sitting here studying for 6 hours.
I will do it anyway.
I know, but I don't want to listen to it. I'm just making sure.
That's
you
why I'm
know.
waiting outside the door.
Okay.
I hate to ask because
Oh, hello.
because I haven't yet. Well, good morning. Also, I didn't want to jump in on your conversation. I think I'd like to buy a shield, but technically I haven't paid off my debt, and so it's kind of awkward for me to ask for things.
Yes, you did.
Thought you did. Yeah.
Well,
No, Amelia specifically said
wording-
once we get back.
yeah. What, Canis? For once, he's right.
I don't.
I'm
okay.
right more than you think.
Excuse me.
You're right more
a
than I would
moment,
agree. Oh,
Miss
yes.
Amelia. And Goran, you guys see Goran gets up as he says, "Excuse me." He's kind of walks across to like where Payne is, and he like looks out at you. He reaches into a pocket on the front of his tunic, brand new tunic, beautiful. He's got pants too. That's fucking awesome. Little like booties. He reaches in and he puts a silver on the table and kind of pushes it towards you. For your shield.
Oh,
You keep that, and boy, are you looking. Where'd you get the clothes?
Well,
Was it Amelia?
I don't know actually. They were just outside the door this morning. So I put them on. I figured the green ones were more my color.
well,
It
that's
looks
great
good
on
on
you.
you. Yeah.
Correction, there were not two options. I put the green ones on because they were outside my door.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I remembered half that conversation after I said it. Thank you. And he kind of like brushes his hair and he says, and my skin's healed immaculately. But no, honestly, you've all taken care of me very well, even if for the time being. Please please take this if it will help you get your shield. And I'm sorry for eavesdropping, but you were talking very loud for 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
We're usually
not known
outdoors, so
for being quiet.
yeah, we're usually outdoors, so we don't have an indoor voice generally.
Understood. Understood.
I'll slide the coin across the table to Amelia.
Amelia's at the other table, so definitely not.
Lyra.
Just throw it at her.
Wrong name.
I do the same thing all the fucking time. 2 girl names. That's all I have to deal with.
We're so similar in personality.
Oh,
Carrie
yeah.
was.
Same
Yeah,
person.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay, thank you. And she'll take it. I'll put it into the bag.
Yes, thank you, Goran.
All right, you can add the silver. Right. If you'll excuse me. He kind of just goes back to the table, sits down. You guys are all brought. Hilda brings around to you really thick, porridgey mixtures in a bowl that have a goat cheese on one side, walnuts down the middle, raisins on the opposite side, and then just on top of the bowls are plates of bacon and sliced ham. And that's breakfast, as well as coffees, teas, and waters. Fuck,
My
I'm hungry.
goodness, Hilda, is this Roth cheese?
She kind of smiles at you and she goes, sweetheart, we don't have those here on the surface, so
Oh,
don't get your
jeez,
hopes
oh.
up. Just
Right.
just
Sorry.
normal goats, just normal goats. But from what I understand from my subterranean brethren, it tastes quite like Roth cheese.
I just
you tell
reminded
me.
so much of it.
No, well, the man of the earth. She kind of puts her hand on your shoulder and just gives a very gentle squeeze, and then turns and walks away, and you guys notice there is a dirty handprint on Payne's shoulder.
It can stay there.
Like, is she made of mud or is she just dusty? Is that
It's like her whole being exudes earth, and she is just dirty in general. Like her skin as an earth genasi, just as she moves, dust comes off of it. It's just infused with that elemental aspect.
I'm getting a picture of that peanut character. I
Pigpen.
forget his
Pigpen,
name.
that's what I said.
Pigpen.
Pigpen. She's kind of like Pigpen. Yep.
I actually had typed into Roll20 she is Pigpen. Remember when you said it?
All right, so she walks away. All right, so what is your guys' anticipation for today?
well? I
Well, I'm
think
having a lot of FOMO.
yeah. I think the first probably locate. Well, if we could do some shopping first and then go to the replenishment, logging and forced replenishment people, and get our contact. What was his name?
I
Did
know
not
it
write
if
that
you want me
down.
to tell you.
Yeah. Oh, is it? It's Clee Hartsford, right?
That's the one.
That's the one. I did write it down.
Holy shit.
So, yeah. I actually have notes. They're not good notes, but they're notes.
They don't have to be good notes. Hey, look, you're making progress from really to now. You're making fucking progress.
Well, that's usually why I play stupid characters.
I know.
So I'm bad at notes.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I mean, Dench isn't a stupid character, but he's not smart.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
We should talk to Clee Hartsford at some point today. Goran, do you know anything about Clee and the guild or anything? Is there anything we should know about them?
He kind of leans back in his chair. Not anything in particular. They're pretty kind folk. Mr. Hartsford is a gentle soul by nature. He's one of the Furbolg folk. Big fella, giant blood, furry, light blue, handsome fella. Very nice, though, very kind, and he'd give anything to make sure the people of Brackenford were well taken care of. Especially those within his own guild. He does take his creatures very seriously, though.
This is not helping my FOMO.
But he's a nice gentleman. I'd suggest just going about your business and having a conversation with him like it would be any other conversation. He'll make the time of day for you if he doesn't have it. I guarantee that.
All right. Good to know. Okay. So, like I said, we could either start there, or we could do some shopping, some resupplying beforehand. I'm not sure exactly. I haven't really done the inventory about what we have and what we need. But if you want to get your shield paint, I'm not sure again where in the place. Oh, again, Gorn. Sorry again. Where would be a good place to pick up a shield?
You're looking for a shield? Ooh.
Yeah, just anything. Not like I don't need a tower shield. I mean, look at me. I'm not the tower shield kind of guy, but something, the smaller side of Dwarven.
Probably head over to the market. They sell shields at the market. You're looking for something enchanted or just something simple?
Oh, just simple.
I
I don't even know if I like it. I haven't used one in quite a long time since training.
Do you want to try using mine for a little bit? See if it feels right?
No.
If you're interested, no pressure. I don't even need to walk you over to the market. I could just, if you'd like, I could fetch you one from the market after I take you over to the replenishment guild. Save you some trouble.
It doesn't bother me at all in particular.
All right, fair enough. Y'all let me know.
Apparently, though, we aren't in a huge hurry either, so perhaps seeing the town and staying together isn't the worst thing.
Of course. All right, you just let me know where we need to go. The market would be the place for any weapons, armor, munitions, things of the sort. If you're looking for spell components or things of the magical nature, I suggest the Sky Tower Spire. And if you need to go to speak with Mr. Hartsford, then obviously the guild.
If Dinch looks over at Lyra, I think maybe you probably should come with us, Lyra.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
I don't want to take away from your studies, and but there's a lot that I would offer to get you some spell components, but I don't know what I'm looking for.
No, it's okay. Tensor would be proud of me being able to figure out both studying and getting more information, so it'll be fine. I'll figure it out. And I also really don't want to miss meeting this guy. So
Can you sit on Tensor's disc and study and follow?
No,
it follows
because she
me.
probably
I'd
needs
just be
to.
sitting in one spot spinning, probably.
That, and I believe you have to concentrate on the disc as well.
No. That just appears. But I do
You
have to
look like you were
concentrate.
focusing really hard.
Well, that's unfortunate. You can't hook it to Pearl and we'll pull you along? We're finding downfalls to Tensor's disc. I'm
No, you are not.
starting to be
Absolutely
less
not.
impressed with Tensor. I mean, is he all he's cracked up to be?
Bite your tongue, Pain.
Pain, you remember not liking when Lyra tried to rile you up through.
Oh no, he can keep
words?
going. That's fine.
Do you also remember how much her spells sting?
Ooh. Fair. Sorry, Tensor.
All right. Well, he kind of pushes his bowl forward. Excuse me. So y'all need me to. Oh, do we need to leave now, or how do we want to do this?
Yeah, well, I think that might not be a bad idea if you can go look up a shield for Payne, unless Payne would prefer to actually be there to kind of heft it and make sure it's the right size and fit.
I know a couple of the merchants here in town. If you want, I can just bring one or two back for you. You tell me. I'll do whatever y'all need. Oh, God, I just picked up a southern accent. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
What do you think, Payne?
Oh, I'm not too particular, I suppose. How much do you need, Goran?
I don't know if they'll believe me if I'm trying to buy it for myself, although I do look much better than I did yesterday. Maybe...
Well, that solves it. Let's all just go. That's what I was thinking anyway. Let's all go to the market and see what's around town. Come
Okay,
on,
yep,
let's
everybody go.
All right, works for me. Let's do the armor
Okay.
shop first, and then go to the guild second.
All right, so you guys go to, I'm just going to put you on the big map. I do have a market map, but since we're only going for one thing, I'm not going to have you guys nitpick that unless you really, really, really want to nitpick that. All right, and the crowd stays silent. Beautiful. I love the detailed shit that I have, but I also know that we've only got Kevin for another, 4 hours of gameplay, and until he is out for a week, and then we could be in trouble with where you might be. So you guys go to the market. Oh, shit. I didn't bring you. I just brought me. What a dick.
I used to do that all the time with Thomas.
Oh, so bad. Sorry. Yeah, they'd be in the middle of... They're like, why the fuck are we on the world map, Kev? Okay. So you guys go down to the market, which is in the southwest side of town, on the outside of the walls, interestingly enough, between you and the highlands. You guys are brought there by Goran, and he shows you. But you guys are leaving Pearl, by the way, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure that she wasn't actively with you guys. And the two boys are taking care of her, no problem. You guys, Hilda tells you when you leave that you have got a place to stay and rest, as well as the mule, until tonight at closing. So you've got she gave you a full 24 hours. So you go back out to the market, yeah, it's easy enough. You guys, Goran takes you over to there's an armor merchant and a weapon merchant. The armor merchant, he says that he can give you, he's got a couple choices of shield. He's got one that's magically enchanted that he got from the Sky Tower Spire. And that one's extremely expensive, but he does have just a standard wooden shield. It's a large wooden shield with an iron banded exterior for 10 gold pieces. And for those of you who are martially inclined, Dench, that sounds about right. For a good shield.
So, it's heavier than I expected. I have a crossbow and bolts that I have yet to use, honestly. Is anybody interested in them, or should we sell them, do you think? I think I could get by with my spell, honestly.
Well, I mean, I do know my way around a crossbow, but I mean, I already do have quite a bit.
What kind of crossbow is it? Heavy or light?
Light one.
So as you mentioned as you guys are in the midst of discussing the shield, this guy looks at you and he says, "That's a fancy light crossbow you have there. If none of your friends are interested in it, I'll give you the shield for free and give you an additional 10 gold on top of it. Sell me the crossbow bolts with it, and I'll give you 12 gold on top of it."
That's a pretty damn good deal.
If we're making a list of people who will use that, don't put my name on it.
I know I'll get some great uses from it.
Ooh.
How
He
would
says
you?
sarcastically, pain.
Yeah, and the guy goes, ooh, and then just shuts the fuck up.
I think I'm fine with that. That would be an acceptable deal, sir.
How many bolts did you have?
Oh,
Like 20?
We should always let Pain shot. This worked out
yes,
nicely.
20.
Okay, yep. You can delete your light crossbow and delete your all of your bolts. You can add a shield, and you can also let's declare it here. Who is adding the 12 gold?
Payne would give it to Lyra for sure.
To Lyra. Okay, Lyra, you're putting it in the bag.
Yep.
Geez, you delete things and they are gone. There is no. Are you sure you want
Oh
to delete
no,
this?
nope. D&D Beyond says, "Oh, you made that choice. Goodbye."
Very slight, don't necessarily need to detail it, thing. Amelia's gonna kind of keep an eye on, if Goran is eyeing things from a, like, practical perspective, because she knows he has what's on his back, and that's about it. So, if needed. I mean, you can fill in the blank there.
Okay. Sorry. If I don't take notes for my recap, then I'm just a fucking mess. Can you just explain that to me abbreviated one more time, please?
I'm
You
gonna
are
be
watching Goran. Yep.
Yep, to see if there's things that he looks like he might be eyeing. I know he just gave away what coin he had and has nothing.
Make an insight check. He eyeballs. Oh wait, hang on. Damn it! I looked at the wrong goddamn thing.
Yeah, it's a
Stupid
12.
fucking. Oh, I want to know how it's calculating the bullshit that it's rolling in Roll20 versus D&D Beyond. A 12's still not bad for a guy who's still pretty down on his damn luck up until the last, like, 12 hours. You see him eyeball a couple simple weapons. He looks at you see him kind of glance at a couple daggers and short swords, or daggers and, like, a cudgel. And then as you are over at the armory, you see him kind of looking up at the there's like a studded leather set that he kind of glances at, but it's very brief. You just see it out of the corner of your eye, and then he looks straight back at Pain, and Pain, like, look, we are here for him. This is what we need.
Goran, are you sure you're willing to go into the woods with us?
Well, you said you'd hired me to do so, so I figured before that happened we'd discuss payment, but yes, you... And he looks over at Payne and kind of, like, reaches his hand out and kind of, like, touches his shoulder, just briefly, not, like, uncomfortably, but briefly, and he says, You healed me when the priests of this town turned their back on me. Of course, even if you offered me nothing but another night's warm rest, I'd throw everything to the wind to guide you as best I could.
Payne kind of does that. Yeah, whatever. Don't even worry about it.
Amelia takes a moment to not, anger at the church. Well, probably want to make sure you're more protected than just the clothes on your back. Lyra, do we have the coin to be able to get him outfitted?
If we don't, we are in a lot of trouble.
I couldn't ask you.
You're not.
Amelia likes to offer things. That's what she did.
But she... And he kind of looks down at her. Oh, God.
She doesn't half-ass things. She whole-asses them. Let's get you all of the gear that you need. And...
No. No. Not just,
Would you rather we guess what you could use, or you tell us what you'd be more comfortable in? And she kind of like half smiles at that.
Listen, I don't have much martial training. I'm a simple man. My weaponry style is simple, but I can use pretty much anything: hammers, clubs, small bladed weapons if need be. As far as ranged weapons, anything. I can use a sling, throw a javelin, I think. Armor.
Comfortable with a bow?
What kind of bow?
Do we have an extra longbow, actually?
Payne looks baffled by this conversation. Like, what? We're equipping this guy now? I mean, I healed him, but
Well-
what are we doing here? Like, he
well-
is confused.
Well, honestly, it's a little bit self-serving here. I mean, like, somebody who can protect themselves in the woods will also be able to help us, you know?
I'm pretty sure we have an extra bow and some arrows on the cart.
Yeah.
Or you mentioned the
Couple
javelin.
javelins, yeah.
I left mine on the cart. You're welcome to those, but
Well,
we
why
should
don't we
at
do
least
this?
get you
Here,
something.
let's let him shop off the cart first. Whatever we don't have, we will purchase, so that way there's less guilt involved, less money spent. Everybody has what they need, and we can go talk to this guy.
I like it.
Thank you. Seriously, thank you. So much for everything. Yes, I'll take you to where we need to go. And then you see him glance up at the armor again and look back down. And then once we're done, I'll look at what you have. Thank you.
And we'll come back before we go into the woods and make sure you're all set.
You are wonderful. There's a resonance in that. Canis, give me a passive insight check. Canis is the high boy.
Which is ironic.
It is extremely ironic. He's also the high boy for perception. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Canis, there is an interest there that is maybe a little bit deeper than superficial. And you're not sure if it's like a love at first sight thing, or if it's a somebody who is enamored. You know, like it's like somebody being enamored with a TikTok star, or if this is like, you know, like someone is paying attention to this guy to a point where nobody has in a very long time, and he is very quickly willing to throw himself to the winds for said person. That's what you're picking up.
Canis will just like narrow his eyes at him for now, and like look between him and Amelia, just very unsubtly, and narrow his eyes. Amelia, I might want to talk to you later.
You know where I'm
It is
at.
important.
Do we need to step back while?
Yeah, let's
make
do
it
that.
work.
You guys go on and do whatever. We'll meet you there.
Okay, so you guys are going from the market to the logging and forestry replenishment guild, correct? Okay, so you guys walk past this little spot right here. I'm going to triple ping it so you know exactly where it's at. That is the town water source. As he walks past there, he kind of touches the well, and he looks back and says, I noticed last night that your cart had a barrel for water. You'll want to come here. This is the town's fresh water source. Before you make your leave, you should replenish here.
All right. Thank you,
Here.
Goran. That's great advice.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. Dench. And then he heads back down towards the logging and forestry replenishment guild. While I am changing maps, Canis and Amelia.
Yeah, so once they're gone, and Canis probably walks Amelia somewhere that everyone isn't listening in, aka not in front of a market stall.
Yeah. You're well fucking out of the way.
Amelia, you know, I'm not gonna try and reason with you. I'm gonna try and dumb this down so much I can. You have taken this man that has nothing. You have given him more than he's had in a long time. Put yourself in that position. How would you look at the person that gave you all of that?
I
You have 5 seconds.
don't know. I've been fortunate enough to not be in that position. You have a point, and you don't give your points as clearly as Lyra does, which is sometimes good, sometimes not. What's your point?
He's enamored by you. I can't say if it's love. I can't see if it's just meeting. It's like if you ever met Celestian.
There was a look on Amelia's face briefly.
If Lyra ever met Tensor, he views you in those terms, and maybe more. I'm not certain.
That did not clear it up as much as you might think it would. I have met at least an aspect of Celestian. That's another thing for another day. But it's... We're gonna help him get on his feet, and we'll continue doing what we have to do.
Right, but you should clarify your intentions with him before he takes it too far, because he's willing to die for you.
I will not let that happen.
Tell him that.
I have every intention of telling him I'm not going to let him die in those woods.
Right, but try and do it in a way where you aren't trying to be Miss Saintly, I'll give you the clothes off my back if you need them.
Just fully, she does the Cadus equivalent that he did earlier with the head tilt to one side, but it's very, very different. Understood. No, I don't, but I don't think I'm going to either.
Good. I struggle to talk to you. And he narrows his eyes.
That's because you're so worried about the stars, you forget that we're both down here on the ground.
I couldn't care less about your stars.
No, I know, you've made that very clear. You lead with that more than any other conversation.
And now I'm more confused about what you're telling me. The point is, we should probably go.
Stop worrying I'm going to preach at you and just talk to me.
But you will preach at me if I give you the chance.
Well, maybe if you didn't do things that were... And I'm sure it continues in that vein.
Absolutely. Bickering couple.
Not another one.
All right, so you guys catch up in a few minutes here. We'll say in like a minute 45. You two are catching up, but Lyra, Dench, Payne, and Goran. Goran kind of brings you around the side, outside of town, obviously, to this, absolutely massive fucking mansion. Massive. It's probably 28, 29 feet high with an arched roof and a dome on the top of the arch, kind of like a pergola. There's a couple of people standing outside of the front gates. Actually, excuse me, just one guy. But he's this big, burly human dude, and he's got a two-handed club over his shoulder that's got a band of iron and spikes coming off of it. And as you approach, Goran kind of puts his hand up and he says, hello, we are here to meet with Mr. Hartsford. I've some friends, and the guy puts his hand up and goes, ho, 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 ho. Gorin. He leans in. Gorin? Holy shit, look at your hands. Wow. How did you do that? And he just points to his left at Payne.
Lyra does too.
And he says, my friend here. And
Whatever direction he's pointing, Payne also looks in that direction. Like, what?
So Gorin points to Payne, Payne looks at Dench, and Lyra points at Dench. And everybody now looks kind of at Dench, kind of cockeyed.
Why is everybody pointing at
That's
me?
perfect.
No, what?
Oh, sorry, he dodged it. No, that one.
Oh, and everybody kind of like looks back around now at Payne like, oh, he was the target. Okay, whoops.
Yeah, I think it would probably be like Dench and Payne kind of looking at each other. What are you looking at me for?
So Gorin kind of smiles and he says, this dwarf friend of Moradin called upon his god. He cracked an anvil and split my soul to purge this disease. It was...
It was nothing.
Wow.
Shit. What?
Is that what
Where's
happened?
this guy we're supposed to talk to?
It was amazing. Can we enter, please? I'm not sick anymore, and I've brought them very specifically. I'll not take no for an answer. And the guy kind of looks down and goes, well, suppose I've got to let you in then. He turns and he pops the door open and kind of pushes it, and he says, Mr. Hartford's inside, but he's dealing with somebody right now, so just wait your turn.
Oh, thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
And Gorin walks in, kind of stands, looking around. You can see this place is really nice. It's got like obviously a checkered marbled floor. There are a bunch of doors that lead off to wings that you can't entirely see. There are some very gorgeous mahogany pillars that are holding the ceiling aloft, and the ceiling has this absolutely amazing relief, this bas relief carved into the exterior of it that appears to be nothing but it's almost like an original Pokemon Snap scene. It's like somebody walked a trail, and every so often there are just creatures, magical creatures, and you see boulettes, unicorns, dire badgers, dire squirrels, normal squirrels, rabbits, were-rabbits. Over here you see a Pegasus, a hippogriff. You see a couple of dragons speckled in between. It is amazing the way that they have designed it.
Is it mostly woodwork?
It is 100% woodwork. Mahogany.
Payne is mostly impressed to start with, and as he realizes it's all wood, he is like, okay, it's not stone, but it's okay. But starts out impressed, like, whoa, this is really cool. It's all wood.
I think Dench is legitimately impressed. He kind of walks over to one of the pillars and kind of knocks it. Oh, yeah, that's solid mahogany. Yeah. Does the old that awkward dad thing, like knock knock? Oh, okay.
Like, damn, they put these studs in the right place. And it is, like, as you hit it, you're like, holy... I mean, it is 100% not hollow. It is a solid timber. And judging by the width of it to hold this ceiling up, it's probably like a 200-year-old timber. Like, it's no joke. So, as you're standing here and kind of hanging out and waiting, this guy right here... you see him kind of like signing something, and then he throws a quill down and he goes, you know, I just wanted to make sure that we had everything understood, because if the eggs don't hatch, you get nothing, I get nothing. Do you understand me, Klee? And the very, very large Furbolg man give you a little description of him real quick. So he's about 6'6". He's clearly a furbolg. He has light blue fur with a very, very, very thick red, like ginger red beard, and he's got a green cloak and cape combo with a brooch in the front that kind of holds everything together. The hood of the cloak is pulled up, and you see these long red braids coming out from either side, and on the end of them are feather, like bronze or brass feather sigils. He's wearing leather armor with leather bracers, I'm talking extremely muscular, and he's got a two-handed cudgel in his hand. Gonna go ahead and give you guys a little heads up. Here we go.
Oh, he is pretty handsome.
He's a good-looking guy.
He's so cool.
Big fucking dude.
I wish we
It's
could
spelled with a K, I see.
So, Klee, in response to this guy, you hear like a loud as his cudgel hits the ground, the bottom of his cudgel. And he points towards the door and he says, "You've overstayed. You're welcome. Come back and talk to me. Maybe tomorrow, when you've had a chance to breathe. If that's quite alright." He kind of glances to the dude standing here, who is just probably human or half-elf, maybe half-dwarf. He's a little bit on the shorter side, but the dude's carrying a large pole with an iron ball on the end of it. Not a mace, it's pretty makeshift. And a suit of blue leather armor, and he kind of looks towards the guy and puts the haft of the weapon, makeshift weapon, in his hand and kind of grinds it. And the guy kind of turns around and goes, "Oh, okay. Excuse me." And he just pushes past everybody and leaves. You hear a deep sigh from Klee, and he kind of smiles and says, "I'm sorry you all had to hear that. Please, come forward." Gorin! Gorin! Oh, Gorin, you look simply amazing. Wow. The priests finally saw you and took care of your pox. He kind of smiles. "No. This priest of Moradin took care of my pox." He looks over towards Payne. "Yeah." He smiles and looks towards Payne. "Wow. A great thing you've done, priest of Moradin. Well, considering the clergy of the town refused this man's service, I offer my humble thanks and blessings to you. Now, who are you, and what exactly do I owe the pleasure of meeting with you?"
Thank you for seeing us, Mr. Hosford. My name is Dench. We come on we come on an urgent business. I believe a friend of ours, Cornelius Fenbrush of Mistress Rosano, sent a message to you, telling that you should be expecting our visit. And I'm sorry, my companions here are Amelia, and he points to Amelia. This is Lyra, and then Payne over there, and then Canis is right behind me. Well, right behind Lyra.
Oh, yes. You are the adventurers that Mr. Cornelius sent word about. I did. He sent me a sending missive just a couple of days ago. Well, I actually suppose it's been about a week or so now.
Yes, sir.
I've been told to expect you. Yes. So you're here about the explosion in the sky over the Brackenwood.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Well, thank goodness you're here. I'm glad that Mr. Cornelius's missive rang true. He is an old acquaintance of mine, and I'm glad you're here. So we are absolutely aware of this disturbance in the northwestern Brackenwood. Something came from the sky, we believe from dark space, not too long ago, and landed there. Thankfully did not cause much damage as far as the actual impact site is concerned, but we were made aware by we have a replenishment encampment to the northwest, maybe a day or so's travel from here. And we were made aware of the creatures within Brackenwood becoming highly aggressive and unapproachable after this thing made impact. We put out a call from the Four Elements Keep, with all of the council being involved in the legality of our writ, and we recalled everybody that we possibly could from the woodland. The only people we couldn't take back were those from the replenishment site, the replenishment encampment, rather, and that's only because they are the only thing that stands between us and them. So I've a contact there, my second in command, Miss Tundra. She is there with a couple of her associates. I've not received much word from her in the past couple of days, which is not necessarily unheard of, since things typically travel by raven, or rabbit, or sea slug at one time. That was odd, being carried by a raven. I digress. But we, yes, we have some things happening. Now, there are many questions, I'm sure. We have many things happening, in that area of our woodland, but I would direct you, if you're interested in seeking out what is going on, to the Replenishment Guild. Now, I will tell you this. We know that something's not right, and Master Cornelius has told us about these things in the sky, your presence here, and your intended duties. If you're willing to go up into the northwest for us and talk with Tundra, find out what's going on, and if you can successfully fix whatever is going on in that corridor of Brackenwood, I'd be happy to pay you if you're interested. I could give you 50 gold pieces, which I know isn't a lot, but I'm also willing to offer you these. And he pulls out a, he reaches kind of like underneath his table, and he sets out before you guys this set of leather bracers. They're very well crafted. You see 4 arrows sticking up through the center of the bracer as the insignia around a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a shape in the center that kind of that highlights a set of 4 arrows, and then the head of what appears to be an elven man or woman. The bottoms and tops are also encased in a bronze wrap with small blue gems, and I'll show that to you.
Ooh.
These are from my personal armory, but I'd be very interested to give them to you should you find any information out about this and potentially take care of our problem. That plus the 50 gold pieces.
Oh, well, that's very kind. I suppose I'd be remiss to say we have actually been offered payment from Cornelius on behalf of Mistress Rosanna. Um,
Well, that's good for him. He's obviously got a bigger picture issue, and you'll take your rewards from him. But here in Brackenford, we've a very specific issue, and if you're willing to help us here, honestly, I'd offer you everything here, and I wouldn't mention it to Mr. Cornelius. Or if do you need more than what I'm offering?
No, I think we just didn't want to double dip.
Oh, no,
yeah,
there is no. We are two
we're not
different.
trying to take advantage. Yeah.
No, sir. We are two different territories in two different regions of this island of ours. I'd be more than willing to offer you the 50 gold pieces plus the braces, as payment on my behalf, and if you've concluded your business for Master Cornelius, then please, go take him for every copper he's worth. No offense, but he's a little bit of a shyster, as funny as he is.
Oh, well, I do appreciate it. And yes, this is a smaller part of a larger concern. So, what you've been experiencing has been part of, or one of many. So, yeah, this is something we have experience with dealing with so far.
Well, that's perfect for us. Perfect for us. Yes. If you can take care of this for us, I can even I can show you if you're interested. I can show you exactly where the replenishment guild is. Actually, he points over at Goran. He knows where the replenishment guild is because he has done contract work for them before. Am I not mistaken, Mr. Goran? And he goes, you are not mistaken. So he should be able to take you directly there. And they should be able to give you more guidance.
All right, that sounds good. But tell me first. So there has been problems with animals. I'm just making sure we are all on the same page here. They've been has anybody mentioned that they have like glowing red eyes or anything, or they've been escaping their encampments or like acting differently?
So we don't hold any of our creatures in encampments. That's part of what we believe in. It's a free-roaming, natural environment for these magical beasts to exist within. Be that the owlbears, the bullets, the dire creatures, the unicorn. They are all out there somewhere. However, when this thing struck, a number of the dire creatures did show signs of corruption of some sort. You mentioned the eyes. Yes, there were a couple of reports of glowing red eyes. When they opened their mouths to howl, nothing but the screams of 1,000 souls exited their mouths. Things of that sort. So we immediately called for a retreat.
I think that last part's a little bit of new information for us, but the rest of it,
Yeah.
pretty on track.
I don't think we've dealt with any of dire creatures with it. Maybe it has to do with the main form.
Have any of the creatures been killed that were showing the red eyes and the wild behavior?
Absolutely not. When our employees began to become slaughtered, we decided to flee for our lives. Now, that's not necessarily true. I guess you'd maybe have to talk to the replenishment guild about that, or the replenishment site about that. As far as I'm aware, nobody stood and fought. Everybody fled. But there may have been fighters. You'd possibly be able to pick that up along the way.
Would it be a problem if, I mean, you seem very connected to the animals, and I hate to Kill the
No,
animals.
no, they all need to die if they've been
Oh,
corrupted by...
good. I'm glad to hear that.
If they've all been corrupted by whatever this thing, this entity is that came from outside of our existence, there is no way for us here to purify them, I'm sure. Unfortunately, the Temple of Obid High is connected to nature and life and love as they say they are. They're a little bit preoccupied on internalism, and that has nothing to do with the outside.
Occasionally, the herd must be cold.
If, for whatever reason, the unicorn has been impacted by this thing, please do whatever you can to save it. It's the only one we have here on the Prime Material, and it was a great gift to us from Mount Celestia some centuries ago.
We will do what we
Next
can.
question.
But we will try for sure.
Your dog has a question. I'm sorry, you are a
Jackal.
jackal. You beat me to it, but it's only because you speak faster. I knew the answer before you said it.
Right, sorry, it's habit now. You said dire creatures. Are some of these dire creatures birds by any chance?
We do have some dire birds, vultures, hawks, owls.
Secretary birds?
I'm sorry, secretary birds? What is that?
That answers my question. They're normally these tall birds with really long legs that kick their prey.
Oh, like an ostrich. No.
A little bit smaller.
Oh, even better for you. No. Not in the woods. Maybe in the grasslands.
Okay, good. I've history with that.
I'm very sorry for you, little one. So I assume you're interested in taking this up then, yes? Is that correct in my assumption?
Well, yeah, that is why we are here. Yeah, so absolutely, yes, sir.
You said it's a day's travel ish? To where? Yeah.
Maybe a bit more or less depending on your speed and capability. He kind of like glances down and looks at all of your legs, paying specific attention to Pain's, Lyra's, and Canis's. Maybe better for some and worse for others.
We make pretty good time.
That's
We do
very
have
good.
a cart, and we do have
Oh.
a mule. Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you say half a mule?
Oh, we have.
No, half.
Oh, you have a mule! Oh,
No,
thank
she's
goodness.
Full-on mule.
No,
Full
I
mule.
thought you were talking about mule meat like you took the ass half and decided to make steaks.
No.
I mean, the direst circumstances, I would consider eating Pearl.
Speaking of dire, I noticed all the things on the wall. Is that a
Yes.
were-rabbit?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's what I thought.
You've never seen a were-rabbit before?
Are those out in the woods?
Yes. Not just here. They're actually not native to this plane of existence, if you are not aware of that. They are native to the Beastlands.
That tracks.
So
Okay.
why are they here?
Because we are a replenishment guild, my dear dwarven friend. We do not discriminate from creatures from any plane of existence, which is why we partook in that of a unicorn, which we hold in high regard.
What if one of those creatures started to murder all the other creatures?
Then we have a serious problem, and you are spending too much time here talking to me. But I don't think that's necessarily the issue. I think necessarily the issue is these creatures who may be impacted are killing our people. Why are you laughing, gnome?
So just a side note, when the unicorn was mentioned about being corrupted, Payne's eyebrows definitely went up, and there was definitely a look at Lyra like, see? Evil unicorns? This could be bad.
They do exist.
So we are definitely going to go over there. The only, let's see. No, I guess honestly, I think you've answered all of our questions that we are coming with, because I was going to ask about people that were missing, but that already got discussed. So
I think we have our next destination. I don't know
Those
if it
yelling
would
things,
be
whatever
called
it's
an
called.
outpost, but the
Encampment, I think.
encampment?
Uh, one thing. It's been mentioned a couple times that we need specific permission. Is there something we need to be able to show or say to prove that we have permission to go there?
He
Sounds like we could send a frog or something ahead of us.
Oh, I don't think that's what he meant.
he kind of smiles and he goes, "No. I am officially, as the guild master of the Logging and Forestry Replenishment Guild, granting you permission to utilize all of Brackenwood as you would see fit, though I would suggest that the central portions, all the way down to the southern tip, you avoid, as from what we understand, nothing ill has come of it at this point. It is mainly the north and northwestern portions, which is why I'm sending you to that replenishment guild, which is currently being run by Ms. Tundra. Now, one thing I will tell you," he kind of glances around at you, "since I see you come from varied backgrounds and are probably not from here in Brackenford, she is an subspecies of water genasi known as ice genasi. Do not be terrified by her appearance. It is quite otherworldly, but she is a beautiful person on the inside."
Oh, I won't be afraid.
Does she speak the common tongue easily enough, or
Yes, she does. And she hails from a druidic circle here on the Prime Material, and she is capable of a great many things. But again, I have not heard from her in a few days, and I do worry that she is either A, in trouble herself, or B, has become incapable of producing runners to get to Brackenwood.
Okay, that was going to be my next question. How you actually communicate if you do the sending spells, or if you had physical people do the work for you.
Well, she has runners that have seen their way through the wood. That is not an issue, but again, those runners have not shown. She also has sent animal messengers, but I would assume, my opinion, of course, knowing her, that if she fears the animals have become corrupt where her area of reach pertains to, that she has stopped sending animals in the fear that the corruption would spread to Brackenford proper. Which would, by the way, be the correct answer on her part.
Okay, and do you have a map of the encampment that where she is that you can point us to, or?
I don't have a map of the encampment, but I definitely have directions to the encampment. And again, Mr. Gorin knows the direction. Mr. Gorin, you know of the northeastern replenishment encampment, yes? He nods, and he says, "I know how to get there, yes. It's 1 day's travel from here into the wood, and it's just along the outer edge, so shouldn't encounter anything too fantastical."
All right.
Well, thank you for your arrival. You came much quicker, as I know that Mr. Cornelius is in Willow Hollow. It's been very quick. You've been very He stops, and there's this long, giant-like pause. Expedient, I think, is the word. Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, we have seen the dangers of this phenomena, so yeah, we tried to make
Multiple
as
times.
fast as we could. Yeah, multiple times.
I'm very sorry that you've had to deal with this multiple times, and I hope that you've been paid well for your services.
We have been. Thank you.
Is there anything else I can answer for you, or anything else I can do for you?
I don't know. Gang, what do you say? Anything we want to talk to him about right now?
Right now,
Got nothing.
I think we have the information we need. We can get the remainder of our supplies and probably set out shortly then.
I'm very interested in what you're doing here, but now is not the right time. Could I come back and talk to you a different time?
Yes, to put it simply, we are replenishing the forest land as the trees are cut down for the timber trade, and we are cultivating creatures from here. And he looks up at the ceiling, and he kind of gestures out to all the pillars, and there.
Yeah, so some of my questions would include how many planes have you pulled
Li-
from? Are you
Lyra.
crossbreeding any creatures, or are you just trying to replenish them? Are you only taking the ones that are maybe starting to die out and you're trying to bring them back here? to
Amelia
replenish
is
them?
going to put her hand on Lyra's shoulder.
Right.
Just,
We have
Dench
a
gets
mission.
the other shoulder.
just to answer one of those questions, we are not crossbreeding any creatures. We do not create abominations here. We simply replenish the lands that seek our attention.
Okay. I'll ask the other ones later. She looks up at the people touching her shoulders.
The two tall people that are fully prepared to like
Lift her up and haul her out.
Thank you very much.
And thank you very much for your assistance. I will send a message back to Mr. Cornelius to let him know that I've received you.
Appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Right, thank you. As he's heading out the door.
Okay,
We
guys,
hope
you
to
take your
be
hands off my shoulders.
back with good news soon. Gut swelling. And she'll turn and leave with the others, assuming Lyra has left.
Yeah, she would have been like, okay, I'm leaving.
Okay, so you guys leave the Logging and Forestry Replenishment Guild. What are you guys doing? Where are you going? What are you doing?
I suppose.
Tonight?
Yeah, are
Oh.
we going straight out there? Or are we gonna? What are we doing?
Well, you need studying time, and I think we can probably. We know we're gonna need to grab a simple weapon of some sort and the armor for, Goran. But beyond that, Well, what time is it now?
Let's see. It's probably only 10 a.m.
So we could set out late if we wanted to.
You get about halfway there and then probably find the encampment midday, day 2.
Rather than at night. Yeah, that seems ideal there. So studying, quick shopping, heading out, probably.
That might be best, yeah.
Yeah.
Are we bringing Pearl for sure then? Only a day's trip?
Well, I guess this is a question for Goran. I mean, we'll probably be walking pretty much reverse where we were and then eventually go into the encampment. Is there an easy way to get to the encampment from the main road, or do we need to, park the cart further away?
He kind of nods and he thinks for a second. I think we could probably bring the mule into the encampment and They should, if everything is intact as I remember it, be able to take care of her while we venture wherever we need to, if we need to.
We need to make sure we bring stuff for the Holy Water.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably best to bring Pearl with us then, but we should also approach the camp when we get to that point cautiously.
Agreed. Yeah.
He kind of nods and he's like, if we need to, we can leave her here. The Red Pine, I guarantee, will be able to take care of her for a few days if you have gear you can take with you to just walk, if you're all right with that.
My concern would be if we need to bring anyone back.
He looks a little bit nervous by that statement.
So, Goran, this is why we were asking you earlier if you were really willing to come with us. This scenario we're talking about is quite dangerous. We have suffered great injury, and one or two of us, actually, I think, well, just pain so far, has died from this scenario, from these phenomena. Oh,
Yeah,
Amelia has also died.
mostly
Yeah.
I
Oh,
if we are surrounded, if there's people within hearing of this, I'm probably going to try and stop Dench until we're in a more private spot where we can talk.
Yeah, as
If
you're
we're going
walking
into
back,
details.
from the guild, there's not a whole lot of people on the outside of town, especially since you're near the guardhouse. But yeah, you see Goran kind of just like, you've all, and he kind of shows his hands again. You've given me a new lease at life. If you need,
and we're not asking you to throw it away immediately. We're not. I don't want to put you in danger if you're not willing to be put in danger. I don't want to force you into this. That's what I'm saying.
Nor should you do so out of a sense of obligation.
Or admiration.
He kind of glances down at Kana's. It's not.
He's definitely giving him a look of like that narrow-eyed of. Yeah.
It's probably not either of those things, but I'm willing to assist you however you need. And if you will equip me, then I will be much more of use to you than, he kind of points at himself, now.
Well, then looking around at the others to make sure that there's no objections. We would be glad to have you. However, if we do come into a situation where there is immediate danger, take care of yourself first. We are not unused to combat at this point,
That was a good way to put that.
and we will take care of the problem.
Agreed. You run and hide.
Understood.
Well then. Saw you looking at that armor. Studded leather, right? And then would kind of shift over to equipping things.
Yes, that's what I'm accustomed to. It's expensive, though. I mean, that's 45 gold pieces minimum.
What is a life worth? Can't be measured in coin.
I mean,
500 gold.
Yeah.
Amelia is going to whip her head around and just glare at both of them.
What you were saying is quite beautiful, Amelia.
We are
gonna
not
get you
going to start quantifying.
Too late.
We're going to get you the armor because a life can be that costly, and 45 gold is way less.
And you could always give it back once you're done with it.
That was quantifying and qualifying. You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right, so
Amelia looks vaguely mollified at that, but is still kind of glaring at Denshin Pain a little bit.
so you guys are gonna head back to the market and purchase him the studded leather.
And whatever simple weapon he's going to want.
We
We
will
do have the
we will s-
javelins.
Yeah, we're gonna strong arm him into being
Okay.
geared.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
giving him the other longbow if he can use it, and like 20 arrows.
So he cannot use the longbow. He takes a look at the longbow. We'll say for the sake of brevity, you guys go back to the cart. You buy him the studded leather. It's 45 gold. So go ahead and take that out of whatever inventory. But he will strap up with he'll take all the javelins. He'll just take the whole quiver of them. So all what, 6 I believe you have. I think you have 6
it's
javelins.
5. Let me double check.
Six.
It is 6.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So he will carry 1 and keep the other 5 in a rear sling. So you can remove the javelins from that inventory. And then he pretty much says, "I think this is good. I'm fine with these." All right. So we're at 10:02. At this point, are you guys planning on making? Are you gonna stay here for 6 hours to let Lyra do her spell things? Is that correct?
Well, would we have time to, I guess, hit the road, like maybe like midday? Maybe Lyra can do her studying on the back of the cart, and then
If you're gonna bring the cart, yeah, she can do that.
yeah,
Lyra, your call.
That's fine by me. Yeah, if nothing else, she's getting used to you guys now, so she'd be able to concentrate a little bit more. Plus, she kept Tensor's desk up for multiple days, so.
Okay. So yeah, you guys can do that. I'm gonna drag your little purple circle, so you guys get to about here. Go ahead.
and we actually, sorry, before we leave, we probably would like to try to buy some healing potions
Yeah,
while we're
we
in
can find
town.
those.
Healing potions. Okay, give me 1 second.
We don't need to like go crazy. Just sake of brevity,
Yeah.
throw money at somebody.
How many are you guys looking for, and what kind?
I have 0, so I need at least 1.
Yeah, same. I mean, regular healing potion, at least to bring somebody back to life. Or well, from 0.
Realistically, we probably want 6 regular, I would
Yeah.
say.
That's reasonable.
Okay, so yeah, you find healing potions at the in the market. They're 50 gold apiece.
We're buying 6. Okay, 300 gold.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
take 1 immediately and throw it in my inventory.
I'm gonna do the same.
Okay, and where are the other 4 going?
I'll take 1 as well. So
Okay, so that's
I'll also take Canis's as he has no storage.
actually that's 1, 2, 3, so 4. Okay, so where are the other 2 going then?
is Pain taking any?
I have one. Healing
One
potion we're
Goran,
talking
one to-
about.
1 to Goran, 1 on the cart.
1 to Goran. Okay.
Yeah, 1 to Gorn, 1 on the card. That works.
I'll add the 1 to the party inventory.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So that should put you at 2372 for the gold. The party gold.
2372. Yep.
Perfect. Okay. So I have notes here about what Goran is carrying, which is studded leather armor, 6 javelins, and a healing potion. You guys are taking the cart with you, and you travel for the sake of brevity.
Loading up on water before we go too. Sorry.
Yep. No problem. I figured that. So the water is refilled in the barrel, and you guys travel about half of the way to where the little orange square is, which is where Goran says the encampment is, and you guys will bed down there for the evening. And that is where we are going to go ahead and end today's session.
Nice. Perfect.
Perfect.
A shitload of stuff done tonight. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Our
I'm sure
kids
we
like
we
crazy
missed a lot.
and we're productive.
Yeah.
Hey, there's plenty of time when you come back, if you come back. Okay, yeah.
In a
We'll go.
body bag.
Yeah, right. All right, so we'll leave you guys there for this week. When we pick up next week, it will be going into the long rest. We'll say also for the sake of brevity, since it was a half day's travel there, Lyra, you can add those 2 spells to your spellbook. And throughout the long rest, if you wish to prepare either of those spells, that would be your time to do it. So.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and leave it there. If you guys have anything for me throughout the week, go ahead and shoot me a message. If not, then we will see you guys next week on Sunday.
Fair warning, I'm going to be sending you questions about my very focused prayers for tonight. Or for the long rest.
Absolutely. I'll give you as best as I can, and we'll say, again, for the sake of brevity, are you guys going to attempt to hunt in the Brackenwood, or are you just going to rely on your rations?
Hunting
Rations
around here is
seems-
probably a bad idea.
Like if
Right.
we can hunt like to the north a little bit more, like grasslands, if that's still possible, then probably aim that way. Yeah.
Okay, why don't you just really quick then give me a survival check with advantage, because I know Canis is going with you.
Yep.
Ugh. So that was a 9. That's
A
for my
9?
best. Yeah.
We'll say that you can, there's not a whole lot of animals, within the hunting range out to the north. They're more like inside of the wood, but you do manage to snag a couple of rabbits, so you guys will only have to spend, 4 rations, because one of those is going to have to be used on Gorin instead of the 6.
Fair enough.
Should we use those now?
Yeah,
I'll
go
mark
ahead.
them off now,
Yep, go
yeah.
ahead and just do it now. Yep, and then 1 for Pearl.
You said 4 rations are being used, right?
Correct, yep. 4 rations
good
for
to
you
go.
guys and 1 for Pearl, and you're good to go.
All right.
Okay, so I will reach out, or I will reach out to Amelia once I have your things, and I'll send you that. And then we are assuming that next week we'll pick up on the morning of the 26th. Okay. Have a great week, you guys. Hopefully, the storms don't get all too crazy on you as we go through the remainder of our weekend. Since it's funny, we just got the notification they're canceling school for all 3 of our kids, so they're just gonna get another,
Oh, boy.
another night. Yep. Okay.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. There was a tornado last week, so we'll see.
Like
Okay.
touchdown.
It did, but very briefly. It was like an EF1 that just, hit a farm field and picked back up, but they delayed school for everybody that day, and it was like, oh, the bus drivers had to pull over and get the kids to safety in a fire department. It was like, no, they didn't. They didn't, but you did, so, anyways, we'll see you guys next week. Thank you very much, and if you need me, reach out.
Good
Night,
session.
everybody.
See you guys next week.
All right, see you guys. Let's find someone to raid. Oops, that's a incognito window. That's how I keep my my other entity alive. All right, here we go. Ooh, we got some people. We got Orcish Fence playing. Oh, he's playing Pathfinder again. You know what? Let's do Pathfinder because I like raiding people who are doing other tabletop games. He's been playing this weekly, so he's got a good group going. I think got all sorts of shit going on right now. Looks like there's some things happening on this field. All right, here we go. All right, well, Raid Orcish Fence. We'll see you guys next week for session 23, and then we got to make some things happen because yeah, the week after that we don't have Kevin, which is going to be tough as you are going into the thick of the woods, into the thick of it, into the thick of it. Rawr. Okay, here we go. See you guys. Thanks so much. Bye bye.